All right, we're on chapter 64, Tomb of Annihilation. It's only been 7 years now. And
So yeah.
Here we are.
Did we level up, or what's happening with that?
You guys just leveled up for crying out loud.
Yeah, we just leveled
This is
up.
it.
Yeah, let's go to 15 right before the final battle. Yeah.
That's what I'm asking. Did we take a long rest? Like, do we have what's
Oh, that thing? No, you're going down these stairs.
We just have more.
There's no rest for the weary.
We just have more. We have additional stuff.
Yeah, no. Just if you're 14th level, whatever you get at 14th level, you have. But as far as you didn't get a long rest or anything.
Right. So you can't prepare spells differently, but if you get your spell slots and everything.
Right.
And new spells.
Oh yeah.
Y'all see this? The stairs going down?
Yeah, we went down them.
Oh,
Hey. Guess what I got at level 14, Ron?
What now?
I don't have to spend key to use my hand of harm.
Whatever.
It just happens.
Well, I
As does Hand of Healing.
have immune to hand of harm effects, so I put that in everything.
The problem is when you level up, doesn't it all your prepared spells go away in Foundry? Is that right, Abigail?
Not in my experience.
So
Did we get a rock golem pet?
All right, I'm just gonna do it then.
You just do you,
And
Sam.
I have an additional key point.
The
Beautiful.
Tao summoned the rock or the earth elemental. So Sam, you're going to control the Tao.
Yeah.
The two elementals there, the ice and rock, and yourself. Abigail, you're going to control Rhaenyra, and that's probably enough. Or whoever. I know. Griffin, you're controlling Dragonbait.
Yes.
And this little group of zombies, I don't know, maybe Rhaenyra, you can control them.
I'd like to cast a spell, please.
No,
What?
I'm kidding. Go ahead. Yeah.
I'd like to cast Rary's Telepathic Bond. It's a ritual spell. Can I do that?
So it's like 10 minutes?
Yeah, it'll take 10 minutes to cast. What do you guys think? Should we do that real quick before we go down?
What does it do, Sam? Sorry.
I will put it in the Chatterata because that is where it goes. It's a 5th level spell that does not require concentration, but it lasts for 1 hour, and it does this. Oh no, I'm not consuming a spell slot because I'm casting it as a ritual. And now we can all speak to each other in our brains.
Okay.
So Cornelius is excluded, right?
I was gonna say instantly Cornelius shuts out everybody.
Yeah, so what happened with me, Abigail, is that I see. When you import a spell, then it automatically becomes prepared for you. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
One, do you have 2 different eggshells? 2 different creatures?
Huh?
The other thing is, when you guys do use the telepathic bond, you have to go like this. You're talking to each other. Okay.
Yeah.
How about this? Like the classic telekinesis sort of thing.
That's more like you have an earpiece or the voice thing or whatever that thing is that they have today.
Oh, like
in the Marvels.
Captain America and the Avengers when he touched his ear and he didn't have anything in it.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm talking to you even though you're way over there on the top of the building. All right. you do recall these little dolls down there, and it's very
Hmm.
the stairs down. There's a very thick mist down there, green mist. I tried to make the light, the thickness thicker, more opaque, but I couldn't figure that out. Abigail, but that's fine.
More opaque.
Foggy. Yeah,
You want to make it foggier?
yeah.
You could change the animation to something.
Well,
something else.
I do have it to the fog one.
Take off bright and just make it dim. Can you try that?
Try real quick just for the fun of it.
But really, what you want for stuff like that is you want to just pull an animation into here, which I doubt you want me to give you a tutorial on.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I wanted it to just be opaque or whatever, but that's fine. All right, so there's a green foggy mist in there. And you can just, technically you can just see them in the fog, and there's a room beyond. That's about it. But they're kind of like, they kind of get to the base here, and they're kind of looking up at you, poking their heads, talking to each other. Like they're acting suspiciously like little children.
Wow.
In the way they're sort of maneuvering and whispering or talking, hitting each other, or peeking and all that. As Sam is doing his little ritual.
I cannot converse with them because I'm ritualizing. Maybe I should include them in the ritual. Huh? I'm gonna include them. I'm gonna include them in the ritual, Ron.
Okay. How many?
Eight,
if you pick 8,
willing-
which ones?
8 willing creatures of my choice within range, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those 3 guys and then the 4 of us.
And that's it?
And then the Tao and the Tao.
Okay.
I guess I should, yeah. And then
And Dragonbait can't really. Well, Dragonbait can talk telepathically, I suppose.
Kenny.
But,
Okay, cool.
But whatever.
But these little creatures have to be willing to do it. So I'm gonna entreat them and be like, "Hey, do you want to talk to us?"
Oh, okay. That's Let me get their names. Actually, I think they're in here. I just need to read something I got about them particularly. Let's see.
I'm gonna use all my spells.
So they're telepathic. Okay, I think yeah, so can you hear them? Can you hear them? Yes, I can hear them too. Oh, who can we hear? Who can we hear? Who is that? That's not them, is it? It's not them, is it? I don't think it's them. Sounds different. Feels different.
All your questions will be revealed, young ones, if you just let me speak inside your brain.
What's that? Who are you? Are you?
Have they accepted my spell yet, though, or are we doing?
Yeah, they've pretty much.
Oh yeah.
They're just, accepting or not accepting. They're just going with the flow, I guess. Okay, so one of them says, "I'm Straw Bundle. Who are you? Are you them? Are you them upstairs? Are you them coming in? Who are you?"
Yeah.
Any one of you can talk. You all are getting the bond. I don't have to make any. I don't have to form my mouth. I can just hear you, Straw Bundle. I can hear you, Straw Bundle.
I have someone here who wants to speak to you. It's your grandfather.
What?
His name's Cornelius.
Is that my grandfather's name? I don't know. Is that yours? Joe, is that yours? Oh, I don't know. Who are they?
That isn't my grandchild. I don't actually have any offspring.
Grandpa!
can see the resemblance.
Grandpa!
I don't remember marrying a doll, although I have been married to some cows before.
We're not dolls, we're children.
Children?
Yes, children. And they took us and they put us in these dolls. Like, we're dolls.
Who's the they that put you in the dolls?
Wait, we can't say them because they might show up. They might come. We can't say who that is.
Perhaps not by name, but could you describe who did this to you?
Ugly women. ugly old ladies. 3 of them.
Ex-wives of yours, I presume, Cornelius.
I have had 3 ex-wives. I don't believe any of them have made all the way to Cholt. Perhaps if they were taken up for my fortune as it is. But no, this sounds like the work of witches of some sort.
They have a bag for a head and then a wooden leg and some of them have teeth on them and another has ants crawling all around her face and skull.
Yeah, they sound hideous.
And the other one has little animals that pop out of a bag and talk terrible.
Oh, these sound atrocious. Is any way that we could break the curse on you, return you back to your previous selves, back to your earthly bodies?
They would help us. They're gonna help us. They would help us. But the others? What about the others? They didn't make it. Can they help us? I don't know if they can help us.
There were others? Like you? Or like us?
Oh, like you who've come and who have failed, who have been trapped.
Oh my, this does not bode well for our success.
Except you know why they failed, little ones? They failed because they did not have your strength. Listen, I know we can succeed as long as you help us out when the time is right. Only
Where
by
are
together,
they? Oh, I see.
by a combined action between all of us can we overcome Ant Lady Face.
Do you know someone named Dandy?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no,
And they know you.
Dandy? What?
Dandy. Yes, Dandy. They know you.
Nanny, did you say Dandy?
Dandy,
Or-
yes.
Huh? Dandy?
Dandy knows you. If you know
Dandy?
Dandy, then Dandy knows you.
Are you saying that you've had contact with Dandy about yay high and a mischievous face and...
Well, she's not. Yes, I don't know. What? Yes, Dandy. She tells them about you.
Not good.
What? Dandy
This
would
is
never
not
tell anyone
good.
about us. She was a friend of ours.
We haven't seen Dandy in a long time. I always wondered what happened to
She
her.
opened a restaurant in that town we passed.
It doesn't sound like it. Sounds
Yeah,
like
she
her
was a
fate
very-
ended
They-
here.
She was a very
They
good
brought
cook.
her in a little bag.
Oh,
In a little bag, they brought her, and then they grew her.
They
Yeah.
they grew her?
Yes, they grew her.
They grew her.
Well, she was quite short. There was much more room for improvement, but
Yes.
how did they achieve such a
Their,
monumentous task?
their powers and they mix and grow and mix.
Oh, I knew we should never have got involved with magic. You see, Scar, what you're dabbling with is it's diabolic.
I agree. I now hear
And
about
now
it
they grow something even bigger. Look.
What?
And you see they're like pointing, but you can't. It's so small. You know.
I look.
Yeah. Oh, well, they
Nice.
Renera's walked down there with them.
I didn't see that. There.
They get a little freaky, but you know.
I come down
Are
the steps,
you
but
like
not all
us?
the way.
Don't
I'm looking.
She'll kneel down and hold out her hand to the one talking.
Well, they're all able to talk
the
now.
Straw one.
So
Yeah, but wasn't.
yeah, the
thought
straw
one of
one
them
is the
was
more
like-
talkative.
Yeah. Okay.
The other two are like, we can
yeah, I'll
talk.
hold out my hand to that one.
Okay, she comes up to you. So the one with the little one over here on the left is basically almost all clay, and he's trying to form a shape out of his face, but he's all, I don't even need it. I can hear you. So he's kind of just, talking to himself, trying to shape a face to talk, but he doesn't. I don't need to do it. I can talk to you. And then the monkey one is all, shh. He's looking around. He's looking behind him, all around the smoky room. He's sort of moving his mouth like he thinks he's talking, but he's talking faster in his head. Just, you can hear me. Without talking. Shh. And then she's all, shh. Talking here. Yeah. Okay, so sorry. Go ahead. What are you gonna do, Renara?
she'll kneel down and to the main one talking, the straw licking one.
Uh-huh.
She'll hold out her hand. I presume it's actually small enough to fit in her hand.
Yep.
Right. And she'll try to coax it under her hand. It's all right. We won't hurt you. We can help you.
She kind of comes close to you, like almost hugging you if she could, with that little straw. She's trying to like hug you, but it's all kind of flimsy.
Naira will
You're like us.
out like very.
You're a doll
gently
like
pick her
us.
up.
She's like, touching your nose, your beak.
I have been called that a time or two before, but I usually slap the man who does so.
She does the whole pick me up thing.
Oh,
Naira will very gingerly like pick her up like in cupped palms.
Okay. Roll your Arcana.
Wow, that'll be good. I'm great at Arcana.
Okay, you get a sense of from her that you start to see the world shift a little for a split second, and you see some shadows of them. But it goes away rather quickly, so you don't get a bead on it, but you sense that you almost shifted into the ethereal.
What?
You almost did, but you kind of...
Renara will pause for a second and then just continue bringing the doll up and kind of hug her close to her chest.
They're there. They're there.
How did you all come to be here?
Wait, she said they're there. You hear me?
Yeah, she...
Okay.
I said they're there.
She said they're there. And then you asked what?
How they came to be here.
They made us. They put us in these dolls.
Do you have names?
I don't remember my name, but I'm Straw Bundle. He's Joe Ho, the monkey, and Clay Face is Clay No Face.
Oh. Do you want to meet my monkey?
How? No. No.
I'll send over Scarlet to say hello to the monkey.
How
Wait, do you have him
all?
there somewhere? Oh, I don't have him in there.
Yeah, I don't know where Scarlet is.
All right, let me throw him in there. Where is he? Okay, they're kind of like, oh, look at the monkey. How long does that thing last for anyway?
What, the familiar?
No, the telepathy.
1 hour.
Okay. Oh, look at the monkey. Look, Joho. He looks like you.
He
Yeah.
starts like grooming the little monkey kid.
They're just so thrilled. So, Rhaenyra, you start to feel like you have the etherealness spell.
Whoa. That's exciting.
The monkey?
She's mine. No one touches her.
Okay. Where can we find these ladies that seem to be?
Wait, where are you? You're not up down there, Scar.
Oh, that's right. I'm not. Yeah.
I'm gonna make you move down there. Feel free, Cornelius, to go into the smoky green room with very little range.
I'll ask them from up here.
Way up there.
I'll say, "Do you want to meet my bear?" And my bear will come in. And the bear roar.
They're just like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh. Rhaenyra, you do from there, I guess. You can notice through the fog there's a cage over here, and there's definitely someone in it. Very smoky and misty, though. You can just make out a cauldron in the middle where the smoke is definitely coming out of it. Slowly, casually. It's nothing, it's kind of like dry ice. It's nothing
Like a
I mean-
rolling fog.
Yeah, it's not like a poisonous or anything. Maybe it's got a pungent smell. I don't know, but it doesn't affect you guys.
Can the Tao cast detect evil and good and move up a little bit, like halfway or down the stairs?
Well, I'm gonna say the whole thing is evil, just to cloud your detections. Let me see the strength of that spell.
It just knows if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet of the Tao.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Celestial 30 creature.
Or a place that's been desecrated.
Okay, so I'm gonna say for the heck of it, take off the marker. I'll just tell you.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't need it.
Oh, I can do it.
You do sense a some sort of thing over
I'll be
here.
right back to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And you look up over there. Well, I'm not gonna tell you. Rhaenyra. This is all a balcony, and there are definitely doors up above. You know.
Whoa.
And you get a sense there's something big over here on the wall. It's high, by the way. It's really high up. Not super high, but high enough to feel vaulted. Okay, so you're definitely close enough to this. And what you see in there, sort of naked though, is you can tell dandy, but smaller than dandy, even smaller, almost infant size, but yet has the limbs and length of a grown halfling, but not big, and also
Like deformed?
a little deformed too, like not well
Oh no.
grown out. And it kind of turns around and looks at you like
Oh no.
hi, my friends.
Oh no.
It's you.
Oh.
Been waiting
Dandy.
for you ever since I went
What
to sleep at the camp.
Oh no.
I've been here.
Oh no.
And Leela, I need you to roll a D20 for me.
She is not impressed. Look at that face.
Hi, Leela. Hello. How are you today? Coolest little girl.
Where's the
You're the
earpiece? Does your dad
coolest
have it?
girl.
I think I'll try to break Dandy out of here.
If
It seems
she's
relatively
deformed,
easy.
does it look like mutilated?
Not mutilated,
or-
no. Like, not grown
Just-
fully.
Is it dandy then?
Baby dandy.
He recognizes us though, right?
Yes, I've missed
Yeah.
you. Ever
Is that a
since
little insight?
when we were camping out in the jungle. And, didn't we were afraid that a witch or something would come.
That's right. And maybe a witch did come.
And I woke up here. And then I told them all the things I knew.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna see. Wait, before you break her out, Stephen, can Scar cast detect thoughts?
You can't because you're not there.
No, I know. I'll move down. Detect thoughts is within 30 feet of me, so I'm just gonna move down and see.
Let me measure that out exactly.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Pretty exact. I'll go next to Cornelius and be like, actually, where's Corncobulus? Where's Corncobulus? Corncobulus!
It's above you.
Oh, come on, Corncobulus. We have to go.
Wherever those tokens are, that's where they are.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna send Corncobulus into the room as well, and maybe have Corncobulus I'm just gonna have him sort of like climb these stairs down here and just like stand guard like he's part of our party.
So at the very bottom?
Yeah, he'll just be like maybe he'll be there. I don't know. And then I'm gonna cast Detect Thought, against and see if I can detect Dandy's thoughts. I feel like it's a good time to do it. So first of all, I can see if there's any other creatures within 30 feet of me that I can detect that are thinking.
Pose that. Oh, there it is. Well, you gotta see them.
No, you can detect the thoughts of creatures within. You can cast a spell. If you read down further, it says you can also use this spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see. When you cast a spell or as an action during duration, you can search for thoughts within 30 feet of me. The spell can penetrate barriers, but 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks me. So if there's 2 feet of rock, I can't detect, but anything within 30 feet, I will be able to detect the thinking of the creature.
Okay. Yeah, you don't need to detect any.
Okay, but
except Dandy.
Yeah, what is Dandy and the 3 little doll people like? What are their surface thoughts? Are they like scared, angry, excited, friendly? You know what I mean?
Well, the dolls are definitely scared and excited. Dandy is kind of muddled. Her thoughts are muddled. Like you're not getting you're not getting like a full detection out of it. It's very, yeah, I missed you. Yeah. It's very strange. So
Is it Dandy? Can I like roll an insight or something?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hello. What's going on?
Is there Dandy in a cage?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out if it's Dandy because I am very suspicious here.
Cornelius is a big game hunter, has put many prey in cages. Dandy, I wouldn't have expected you to be in a cage. How did you get yourself in such a predicament, my dear?
It doesn't look like Dandy though.
It doesn't?
It's smaller.
He said it looks like Dandy, but deformed, not mutilated, deformed.
Like,
not grown properly or something.
Like
that
this, like.
No, like limbs too small for its regular sized torso and stuff.
Like her features are not as pronounced as the Dandy you all know. Still looks like Dandy, but sort of like a simpler version, if I may say, in features.
22 insight.
Do I recognize this?
It looks like. Well, you're way over there, Cornelius. You're a little bit past the smoke. You have to go into the smoke with them. You really have to get to the cage.
I'm looking in the cage now.
Giant tentacles jump up and attack you.
Ah! I regret everything.
That's what you think. So 22 insight. What are you thinking? What is your train of thought there?
I don't think this is Dandy.
May I also roll an insight?
Sure. Okay. You don't think it's Dandy, but it seems to have Dandy something.
15.
I don't know what to think of this. Is it?
I say, actually, I think she's always looked kind of weird, to be honest with you. Now that the subject's broached, she's kind of a weird.
Does she?
It's something I felt for a while.
Does she feel dangerous?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Yeah, are you asking her or wait? Because I want to ask her that. I want to say, what would Dandy do? Do you want to get out of prison?
Well, she doesn't have any weapons or she's practically naked. And
I don't think Dandy needs weapons.
Yeah, let's break her out. Let's break her out of that thing.
Are you sure that's? Are you sure that's wise?
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Steven opens it. Dandy pops out.
Whoop,
suddenly explodes into a demon. No.
Yeah.
No, she just kind of. She doesn't even seem like she wants to come out. She looks like she's frail and weak. And unsure.
Like malnourished?
Something.
Dandy, where are these people that have thrown you into this cage?
I don't know. They just come out from the smoke and they give me
who-
some porridge and then
Are these? Is this a barrel?
Was it three?
Yeah, or
three elderly women that did this to you, Dandy?
Could I pop
whole
the lid off the barrel and
laboratory
put it
around.
on top of the pot?
Oh, to cover it?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
there's-
I'm gonna
yeah.
pop the lid off this barrel and put it on the pot.
Sure. Okay, you do
Does
that.
that stop the smoke any
Yeah.
or? Okay.
And you do feel like suddenly it's starting to clear a little right around the cauldron.
Okay. Oh, Cornelius, what the? Oh, it's Concobulus. I was just thinking. oof.
Oh, Gobulus is up there now.
So, what's the big thing over here?
So as you go over there, you see a giant door with, oh, I don't even know if let me see if it has the image in here. I kind of forgot about that.
Is this the Mordor?
A healing potion.
I have an image. I just don't know if it's in here or I have to get it. I have to get it. It's the door.
The Mordor?
See
Well,
it?
can I probe Dandy's mind just real quick
Yeah.
and
Yep.
to see, be like, Dandy, what really happened to you, and what do you want right now?
So she's all, I just miss you all. I told them what I could about you, and they fed me and took care of me and left me in here.
And
But
these
you all left me. They
they were-
took me from you in the jungle when we were camping. Don't you remember?
My memory is fuzzy, and when you left us, but
Andy didn't leave us in the jungle though. She left us in the city.
Omu was it an Omu?
Yeah, Omu.
Dandy, yeah,
No,
we
but-
were
But
specifically
we were
in
being
Omu.
attacked by hags for a while,
Yeah.
and they got a
Yeah.
piece of Dandy's hair.
That did happen.
Well,
Hags can do that?
Oh yeah, they definitely can.
Well, that is unfortunate for you, Dandy. Or for fake Dandy. Not Dandy? Randy. We'll call her Randy.
Yeah, let me show you the door. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put this. I put it in the. What do you guys have as far as the notes? Oh, handout pages. Okay, put it in there. What was that?
GG. What's
I was a
GG?
healing potion.
Mordor.
Mordor, yeah.
Um,
There's nothing in Mordor.
Okay. Here's what you see.
Wait a minute, wait. Skeleton keys. Yes, it is the Mordor.
See it?
It's the Mordor.
It's the Mordor.
It's the Mordor.
oh, cool. Well, wait. So there's a whole bunch of other doors like up on the balcony over here. Should we look through those first, or go through the Mordor right away?
Show players.
I think I just want to go through the Mordor.
There. So you can see the key things or whatever holes there.
Yeah.
But there's obviously that metal right there, so it's only slightly indented. Now, actually, I do want to have this question for you all. Who has which keys? Because they're rather big. They're skulls. So I'm going to say each of you has one,
That's-
okay?
Oh, okay.
Or
I was
where-
gonna say, as far as I was aware, I had them all, but
Yeah, who's carrying? Because they're kind of clunky and big. So I don't know if you're carrying 5 skulls.
I call Frodo. No, Pippin. I call Pippin.
I'll take Eridor, son of Eriki.
I don't know
And
what
then-
that means.
I guess I'll take whatever's left.
Do I sense any thinking creatures now that I moved in to the room?
We don't know which I don't think you've ever said which key is which shape.
Yeah, you guys can. That's fine. Either whatever, whichever one. You'll have.
Scar wants Eridor.
You all can decide that.
I really liked his dad, Araki.
Anyone else have a preference?
No,
Nope.
I do not.
Steven is the strong one with a lot of stuff. He can take 2.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say one of us needs two.
Give him all.
So you could have Frodor and Samwise because they go together. So that leaves Cornelius with Meridor. There you go. We have no clue which one is which shape.
Let's go into the door. I
No,
feel
he said
like-
we can't. He said we can't yet.
We can't.
Why
He
can't
said
we?
the holes are blocked by something.
Oh,
By that metal covering
By
the gold,
metal.
or the gold, or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's gold blocking.
Who has heat metal?
oh, can we just take it off?
Is there like another contraption to like lower that?
Oh, let me read it. Gotta read it. This 12-foot high, 10-foot wide door is made of green stone, its surface carved with grinning goblin skeletons. A belt of smooth stone spans the door at a height of 4 feet, set with 5 gold symbols in a row: a triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, and an octagon. Each symbol is engraved on a recessed circular seal.
So can we?
Um,
What happens when we try the key?
You go over there?
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, okay. Come on, Steven. Steven, why don't you try your key?
Let's go. And I'm gonna bring Dandy with me. I'm gonna like grab her hand and try to help her and walk her out of the fog.
I want the. I'll take the dolls.
And can I talk to the dolls? And well, maybe. Hey, guys, I say this inside of everyone's heads. We're not making too much noise. By the way, we can just say all this stuff inside of our heads. We're not like.
Oh, right, that's true.
But I can say, hey guys, maybe we should have. Hey, what do you think, little dolly guys? Do you think you could maybe stand sentries? It's a really important position in case. Maybe go up to those doors and see if there's anyone going to be coming through.
Sure, which doors? Which ones?
I don't know. Which ones do you think are most likely that people are going to
Good
come
job.
through?
Now eat the broccoli, okay?
Well, wherever you want us to go, we can watch whatever you want.
Wait.
Nobody comes through any of those doors.
Oh, what's through those doors?
I don't know. Only they go there.
Well, where do they come through? Where when they come? They just come.
Those doors.
Wait, which doors, Ron?
She points up to the balconies. All the different
Right.
doors.
1, 2,
Okay, wait, but you said they don't come. You said no
3,
one comes through those doors.
4.
Nobody comes through
5.
those doors. No.
But then you
So
just said,
why don't you watch from the stairwell?
Only they go to the doors. But like nobody new comes through those doors.
yeah. So but they come through the doors. Yeah. So
Oh yeah,
Can
so
you maybe go up there, like listen at the doors and see it, and just warn us if they're coming through the mind?
They can-
that we have?
they can come the way that I showed Rhaenyra.
Oh, they're in the
What?
ethereal.
Way
They're
was
in the
that?
ethereal right now.
Ah,
I'm saying that through the telepathic link.
I begin to look around me.
They can see us.
In the ethereal, not your peripheral, Cornelius.
They can see us. Can they hear us? Can they hear us in
Do
our
we
minds?
want to try and take care of the hags first before we start going through doors?
Maybe, but how can we make them appear?
What if he said I could cast the ethereal spell? What if I cast the ethereal spell?
Oh,
Do we think that might be enough to get them to come out?
should be.
Or they could just kill me in the ethereal and
Say,
leave
no,
me there
well,
forever.
they're definitely in there.
Well, they say they come through the other doors. I mean, maybe I could have the Dow could go scouting, or
No, the dolls said they'll come through the way the dolls showed me, which was through the ethereal. And they said
Sometimes
they
they
don't
go
come
in and
through
out of
no
the
one comes
doors,
through
but
the
they
doors.
don't. But they mostly stay here and then they disappear, and then they go through that door. He points to the big one.
Have
and
they
they
have
take
they
care
disappeared
of it.
recently?
Huh?
Have they disappeared recently?
I think so. Because I don't see them. And it's starting to clear up. So she's looking around
So
like,
they're-
yeah,
They're probably in this room then, in the ethereal.
yes.
Maybe.
They're here. Because they're not in there right now. She points to the big door.
So, in through the telepathic link, hags before we go searching or searching first?
Well, how we can't even open that door, right?
Yeah, we can't open the door.
So what happens when we try to put the keys in the door, Ron?
Oh, when you press them and yeah, it's blocked.
Blocked by like a.
The golden.
So there are 5
Okay.
doors and 5 keys. So I imagine each door will unlock each keyhole. Is
Well,
my bet.
all the keys go in that big door.
What are you doing? Go for it. Do it.
Yeah.
I,
it's just-
Kubazan declare. Break it down.
Don't
What I'm
think
trying
that's
to say
gonna
is that the Dow can go scout those doors. She can
Yeah.
turn into gaseous form and go like in and tell us what's inside those doors before we open them, or we can just open them.
Yeah. Uh-huh. But I'm just asking if we want to deal with the hags before any doors are open, because there's something behind this door.
Well,
So we really don't want the hags and that at the same time, do we?
How do we deal with the hags? Is the question.
My idea was just I go into the. He said I could cast the ethereal spell and
Nice.
just try to taunt them into coming out.
Can I see? Can we see? We can't see the hags, huh?
No, not unless one of us can see into the ethereal.
Huh.
Can my eagle eye see into the ethereal, Ron?
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
I knew it.
For sure.
I thought those were my imaginary friends.
You have so many of them. Imaginary
Yeah.
lives too.
Sadly, only imaginary friends.
You
Well,
just tell behind the beak Naira is glaring at you.
I told you I was perceptive.
All right. Can I try to open this door?
So,
Ejin is a
over the way over there.
trickster god of action.
Steven, what are you doing?
I was gonna check out this door
Because you were there first. So
until I was
I assume you were there first.
stopped.
Oh, did who stop?
Well,
Who stopped you?
We were talking about doing something else.
Oh, so you hesitated.
Yeah.
So okay, so who does what? Or is it Runari? You want to go do your thing?
Are we doing the door thing or are we doing the hag thing?
Well, no,
I thought
no
we were
one
doing the
answered, so
Egg thing.
I wouldn't mind opening these doors personally, but that's just my completionist gamer brain.
well, I think we need to open the doors to get this door open.
Yeah, I mean, I say if the hags aren't bothering us. I wonder if we can give the keys to these little creatures.
Why? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Nope. Keep your key.
Well,
We'd be a lot harder to kill than these, I bet.
I mean, Ron, are there keyholes to these doors that can like? I mean,
They just they have a doorknob or handle.
but can like if this Dow turned gaseous, could she like go in and then come back?
To any of these little doors?
Yeah.
I think so. Could she? Yeah. What's her thing?
She can turn
Gaseous
she-
form?
She can use gaseous form, which is this.
I say we let Rhaenyra enter the ethereal plane. What could go wrong?
How long does it last for? An hour. 1 hour. Okay, so you want her to go where? Or you go ahead and you can, if you want her to do anything. So she turns herself into gaseous form.
Yeah, then she's just gonna go in each of these doors and just peek in and then peek out, come
Okay.
back out.
So here, I'll just open the doors for you, each one of you. So
She can communicate with us telepathically now, so she doesn't have to turn out of gaseous form.
Oh, you chose her as one of the 8?
Yeah.
Okay. So, which door do you want to go first?
I don't know. Try this. Let's do on the upper right.
Upper right?
Yeah.
Okay, peeks in and she sees the room back there is tons of floating or flying, almost like butterfly-ish papers flying in there. And it's kind of a strangely lit room. Like a candlelight lit room, but papers flying everywhere, like fluttering.
Oh. So
Let me read it. I might as well.
Relay information.
This room is filled with flying sheets of parchment, with writing on the pages visible as they flutter by. A metal plate bolted onto the far wall is set with a ghostly lever.
Oh, so you might only be able to use it when you are in the ethereal plane. Huh. She relays that information to everybody, I suppose?
I'm sure she's talking to all of you.
Yeah.
Oh, let me do that again.
Guys, is
Yeah,
this
man, I see some flying sheets of parchment, yeah, man. With a writing. Oh, I can't do that. With a writing on the pages. Oh, man, yeah. It's a crazy, man. I don't know.
I feel like I'm transported to the island nation of Jamaica.
Yeah.
That's terrible. All right. And this one down here?
Yeah.
Let me get the number here. Oh, man, this is crazy, man. The ceiling of this plaster-walled room is 15 feet high. A leather-backed tome rests open atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons arranged so that they appear to be falling and screaming.
Oh man, it's too scary in here, man. He's gonna complain about it.
I say, Scar, you are so impressionable.
Yeah.
You're a young, impressionable lad. You're like, eat your broccoli. Eat the broccoli.
So I think we probably could just open these doors and see what's in there now. I mean,
A large, cracked, 6-sided mirror is mounted above a stone shelf protruding from the opposite wall. 5 unlit candles stand on the shelf, each made of yellow wax and covered with tiny black sigils. Scrawled on the wall above the mirror in dried blood are the words "Piggy, Piggy, Piggy."
Okay. Piggy, piggy, piggy. Oh,
There, you see somebody sort of standing there, and the person tilts, wearing a tuxedo, looks like a Cholton, tilts his head as your gaseous mist comes in.
Oh.
But let me read it real quick.
A finely dressed gentleman.
Well, I don't know if you get this, but the delicious aroma of spiced meat greets you. At the end of a 20-foot long corridor, a room opens up with red tapestries covering the walls. A feast is spread out on 3 tables consisting of roast boar, squash stew, and a tray of iced cakes. Flagons of frothy beer complete the banquet. A gaunt human male in a dusty black suit quietly arranges the items on the cake table, taking notice of your intrusion. Without a word, he gestures for you to come forward and sample the feast. Although he's probably doing something a little different with the gaseous form.
well, I wonder if the Dow would like to eat it, maybe. I think Ron would the Dow be intrigued by that or not?
I'll let you decide. Sorry.
Well, she's gonna look at the last room.
Yeah. Okay, so here. A 5-foot wide, floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of this room is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny triangular hole is cut through. Do you tell Leela to be quiet, for crying out loud?
Sorry, let me know. I had the noise canceling on. Sorry.
A tiny
Womp womp.
triangular hole is cut through the glass 5 feet above the floor. Inside the cylinder, an iron lever is set onto a metal plate on the floor. Into a metal plate on the floor. So, man, we have
Yeah.
we have some puzzles here, man.
So there's 5 doors and
Come on.
5 keys, right? 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
this one is smart, man.
So, guys, let's do the doors all at once. Who wants each door? Let's see. Oh, hey, Dandy, you like food and cooking and stuff. Do you want to go eat some nice food over there?
I eat my gruel.
Yeah,
They
there's
feed me gruel.
roast boar over there.
Uh,
Wait, I don't pick up on. Did Scar didn't pick up on this guy's mind when he was here? Is that guy a creature?
what?
With his detect thought spell, he's not picking up on this guy's. I guess-
Well, your detect evil and good detected it. Remember earlier?
That's right, yeah.
But not
my
the
detect-
thoughts did not detect it.
Huh. So either it's really dumb or it's
An illusion.
an illusion or something.
Could be like an illusory feast or something.
Yeah.
Didn't the detect
Illusory
evil and good say there was something large in that room?
Not large.
I thought that
okay.
was. I thought that was big room.
This over here. No, I said over here.
Oh.
I mean, it went like this. Maybe. that-
Oh, okay. Can I open this door?
Yep. Just opens.
Go read the
And could you
Go-
describe it again, please?
Go read.
No. Runaya doesn't read.
That's the reading room, Renara.
This room is filled with flying sheets of parchment, with writing on the pages visible as they flutter by. A metal plate bolted onto the far wall is set with a ghostly lever. You can roll your Arcana if you want.
Steven will go up and help.
9. I mean, you're not sure what they are or what it is.
I
Steven goes in there?
will.
Alright.
I will. You said I can cast the ethereal spell, right?
Uh huh.
Right.
You're casting it?
And I'm looking at in this room at the ghostly lever.
Well, it disappears. The whole you're in a completely
Yeah,
different.
but you said the lever was ghostly. Do I see the
No,
lever? in the
everything's
ethereal
gone.
Plane?
Everything's gone, and you see them, and they see you. Roll initiative.
So they're in this room.
No, you're gone from the whole room. The whole place is gone for you.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't wait till your body reappears covered in bruises and you're laying motionless.
Yeah, so they're in front of me then, because I'm looking.
I mean,
towards
it says,
here.
it says you can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray.
Yeah, it's the
You can't-
ethereal
You
plane.
can't see anything more than 60 feet away. Yeah.
The theory, if a hag is on the ethereal plane, they can see us.
Yeah.
We can't see them. And if you're on the ethereal plane, you can see what's happening on the material plane.
Right.
But the material plane people can't see you.
Cornelius begins to wildly shoot into the mist.
Hold on a second. Let me read this. Okay, yeah, gray and weird.
Yeah, because as soon as they said that the hags were on the ethereal plane, I assumed they were watching us because they can see us.
Yeah, they can see us. And okay, so I don't know what the lever is if I can't see it now. If it's that was my best guess.
Yeah. So roll your initiative. What's your face? I mean, I'm not going to do the thing just yet. I'll just do it kind of manually for now. So roll your initiative.
Start a combat.
Okay, let's just do it. That makes it easier to roll. just can't. I don't want to show you these guys. So, well, they're hidden, so I guess you won't see them. You don't see them, right?
I don't see him.
In the initiative thing.
Nope.
Good. I mean, you see them in the material plane, so I'll show you at some point. Oh man, come on, one of them. Oh, I won! Yay! Roll a 19. Yay! I don't know if I'll get you though, but okay. So one of them. So you're there. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Everything turns grayish, and one of them. But you can kind of see around you too, and you look around, and it's almost like you're on a flat world or whatever. Must be really boring in the ethereal plane, aside from the gray haze of where you came from. But they're just standing there, like looking at you from a distance, and one of them casts a spell on you, and that spell is Hold Person.
Whoa.
So you need to save versus that. So, let me see. I think it's a wisdom save, so you probably got this. But I'm just hoping you roll on that one.
Wisdom save.
Darn. You stay here. She's trying to, hold you.
Stay.
You can't
She's-
thwart the will of Kalimvor.
No.
They're kind of rushing towards you, but go ahead, your turn. Oh, you see them, so if you wanted to. There's 3 of them. I should show them to you. I guess I'll just show them to you, but the rest of you can't react to them. You can't attack them or anything. Okay, just for the fun of it. And they're just hobbling towards you. She's here, she's here. Get her. Huh? She has the charm of the child. She has the charm of the child. Get her.
Well, these ladies need a day in the spa.
Yeah, are they not we can't see them though, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, they're still ethereal.
All right. Since you
now
didn't do
that you-
anything,
Yeah,
I
but-
attack again.
Oh, no. I don't see them in the combat tracker still, sir.
Oh, you don't?
No. There you
You're next, though. It's your turn.
go. Okay. Well. I was not prepared for this. I kind of thought I'd just see the ghostly lever become solid.
Well, since you're not prepared, then I'll have them attack you.
Abigail, can you go in and out of the ethereal plane at will with etherealness?
No, you just end it, I think.
But you can only use this thing once, right?
I don't know. That's why I kind of don't want to leave the ethereal.
That's
Can
what
I
it was-
still speak to you guys telepathically?
Yeah, I mean, let me check
No.
let me check what Rary says.
Yeah, look what the spell specifically says.
I'm gonna say no.
Like communication is possible over any distance, though it can't extend to other planes of existence. So no.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, you guys definitely know you can't hear me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't. If it was one of them, I could take him, I think. But 3 of them is iffy. It is an action to drop out, and I don't know if I can do this again.
Yeah.
You drop out?
I drop out of it, I guess. Is my action to drop out?
Okay. Oh. Okay. You hear Straw Bundle hugging you tight. You only have 2 more.
Oh, 2 more.
So, I am so confused now.
Yeah, can Steven be looking at this room and?
Oh,
try to do
Steven,
an
roll your
Arcana check?
Arcana as you get in there. Look at the papers.
Yes. $19.
All right, you can tell that they are spells, like scrolls with spells on them. Quite random. Like you're trying to read them, but they're fluttering, like butterflies.
Can I grab one?
Yeah, you grab one.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a d6.
Oh,
Sam, do you have that random
One.
spell thing?
I mean, it's somewhere.
You. It's a random first level spell.
I'm gonna grab as many as I can.
Yeah. Do you tell Scar this?
You
'Cause
grab-
he's coming running.
Well, Steven is there, so grab 2 more. Or grab another, roll a d6. 5. Wow. And then roll the third one. 5. Whew. And then you see the papers suddenly all disappear. And what? Oh, you see all of them, in sync, turn around and, like as if looking at you. No, don't reveal Nanny Poo Poo. No. And she,
Nanny Poo Poo's dead.
I'm Nanny Poo Poo, you fool. I'm hiding in here. No. And she sort of grabs out of the air and she looks at it. And she starts to and she casts it on you. Or she can't. So I have no idea what she's going to cast. You all have to help me roll and whatever it is.
She grabbed the spell that Steven grabbed? Or?
No, just
Yes,
something,
yes.
like she sees one in the air. Like they all sort of went to ash or disappeared, but somehow she grabbed one in her
gotcha,
in whatever
yeah.
state she's in, and
Yes. And I,
Finger of death.
whatever the spell is, can you roll that for me? Somebody
Roll a d6.
roll a d6.
Our kill.
What level spell is it?
Howard kill.
Roll a d6.
Do it.
And then
Am I
Sam,
doing
did you
it?
find that random list, or do you want me to find it, or somebody?
no,
I pulled one up.
5.
No,
Ooh, level 5.
3 5s in a row. That's
Nice.
terrible.
Somebody roll me a random spell. She
It's
just
Wall of Light.
That's well. Did you roll for it?
that's what she's cast. What does it
I
do?
just used a random scroll generator.
Oh, you just hit random. Okay, yeah.
5th level. Okay, what does that do? Anything?
Oh, Wall of Light's an incredible spell.
Well, that's what she cast. She just like out of panic. Don't let them see me. They'll take my soul.
Oh wait, I gotta
And she
figure
just-
out which ones I got.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't roll
somebody-
initiative, because I figured you didn't. You were too distracted to.
Yeah, I'll put it in the.
Wait, okay, so I got Contagion and Anti-Life Shell.
Oh, Anti-Life Shell is awesome.
And a first level one.
Anti-Life Shell is great for this actually specific situation. To be honest. Here, this is Wall of Light. Ronnie Ron
Okay.
boy. Ronnie Ron boy.
Find familiar.
Wall of Light does this. Ronnie Ron.
So those are the 3 spells I got.
Whoa. Does it kill him? What does it do?
Well, read the spell.
Make a Constitution saving throw. Are you 3? She blasts it. It goes through the corridor. What's the length of it?
Be up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick.
60
Wall
feet
of Light
long. Wow. It
Wall
goes.
blocks line of sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it. It emits the bright light out to 120 feet. When the wall appears, each creature in its area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 48 radiant damage and is blinded.
I'll just say it does that. That's what she can see.
Where's the wall appearing?
Nope. Don't see it. There. Just that area. Because I don't know if she can see beyond, right?
Yeah.
Point. Oh, at a point you choose within range. Okay, so at a point you choose. So I guess it could go beyond that.
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't have to see it, and it can be.
60 feet for. Man, that's a long way.
Creatures and objects can pass through it, so I don't think the walls stop it. You know what I mean? It can just go schmook.
Right. She just does that. Just down the corridor. Boom.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's really smart, Ron. And annoying because it doesn't get mean.
Okay, so make a Constitution saving throw. All of
It wouldn't-
you.
It wouldn't get Cornelius because he's on the ground floor.
Oh yeah, it goes above him. Well, how long is it? 10 feet high. Okay, so it's above. Yeah. So it's just the people in the corridor there in the Dow.
Yeah. I just moved it down over there so she can see, but that's okay. She'll take it.
We
She
all
peeks in,
have-
she's like, "What's happening over here?"
we all have advantage on the save because of Dragon Bait.
Oh, okay. So, I guess we'll do her. I'll do her. Wow, really? A 12? Yeah, okay. That's all you gotta say about a 12.
That's her. Wait, a 12 is her.
Oh my god!
spells-
I'm
spells?
definitely gonna use.
Did you fail?
I'm definitely gonna use my inspiration for that.
3 and a 1? Oh my gosh. Good. Use your inspiration up now.
There we go. 25.
Wait, her spell DC is a 12?
Yeah. Renira?
I have, and it's not loading, so I'm gonna reload it.
You might want to make these hags a little bit more powerful, Ron.
Well, no, this one is Annie Poo Poo.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah. She's hiding in there. Her soul. Remember, you guys killed her, and her soul got sucked all the way over here.
I had a dream about it. Yeah,
But she's now hiding here, and she's managed to cling to what little existence she has left. No! Anyone else? Oh, we're waiting for her. Did he fail?
Dragon Bait failed.
Oh my god, Dragon Bait failed.
I said I just need a 12, Steve. For crying out loud. With advantage. Okay, so he takes 48 damage. And he's blinded.
And then everyone who succeeded takes half as much.
15.
of this. So is that 15
Your dice
total?
are still private.
Oh, my rolls are private. Okay, so take 15.
15 total?
For what's his dragon bait?
Yeah, and then half
But
for everybody
everyone
else.
else-
I don't think
half.
it doesn't say half here, does it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. It says every
Yeah.
unsuccessful save, they take half damage.
Oh, okay.
And then on every action,
So
every
7.
turn, Ron, every round you have, it lasts 10 minutes, and every round you can have Nanny Poo Poo use an action to launch a beam of radiance from the wall at one creature it can see within 60 feet. Which is pretty cool. So everyone takes,
remember, all 4 of her is going. All right, what do y'all do?
Can I try to grab another spell? Because like she grabbed one, even though they were all.
Yeah, no, they've all
Gone, so I'm
disappeared
just
from
gonna,
your
like-
vision, but she seems to be able to see them.
I like that's awesome, Ron. I like the flavor of that. That's so cool. And is she casting mirror image or something? Is that why there's 4 of them?
Leave me.
Don't make us kill you again.
She pulls another out of the.
I'm just gonna attack her.
Okay.
Ugh. She's hissing at me. I don't respond nicely to that.
All right, roll.
Yeah. And can we do anything now that we see the wall of light up here? Can we like run over and help or do something or?
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Yeah, can I jump up?
So if you guys go into it, I'm gonna make you guys save. Is that okay? Please.
Well, I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna come over here and then jump up.
Yeah, no. But as soon as you get into that corridor, you're gonna have to make a save.
No. Well,
Boing.
Does a 19 hit her?
Yes. Now for mirror image, I gotta figure out which one you hit.
it actually only does the damage when it appears.
Ooh.
And if a creature ends its turn in the wall's area, it takes 48 radiant damage. But you can pass through it, no problem.
Yeah, okay. That's lame. I wanted you to just as soon as you enter it.
Well, that's not how the spell works.
Okay. Sounds weak. Okay, so mirror image. What is it again? It's like shoot, I
Just
don't
roll a
have-
1d20, and I think if it's
18.
I think that hits or I think it has to be like 16 or less for it to hit.
Why don't you just put the spell in the chat? We can look it up, I guess. Actually, I have it in my spell book. I'll just put it in the chat. Mirror image.
No, okay. So if I roll it 6 or higher, you hit one of the duplicates. All right, so one of the duplicates goes.
All right, does a 27 hit?
Yeah.
All right, roll it again.
Oh, you hit her.
It's got to be an 8 or higher.
Yeah, so you hit her. All right, roll your damage.
Oh, no.
Huh?
Sorry, it's not that.
Oh no!
I did D8s instead of these.
Don't send me to the Salamanca.
Oh, it's the same.
How do
25.
you turn that lever?
No, that's what you do. You ask her that.
Yes.
Don't send me to the Salamanca.
We won't if you tell us how to pull the lever.
Yeah, and drop your thing. Not cool.
Oh, what, that one over there?
The lever right here. Ethereal didn't work, so how do you pull the lever?
Let me see if she knows. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. Oh, those witches. They outwitched me. Oh, I won't tell you. And she fires at you with the laser beam. Or Steven, I think. With the laser beam. With the, She fires
All
at
right,
you.
Steven, send it to the Soulmonger.
What's the laser beam?
Yeah, I didn't get to use all my attacks on my turn.
Oh, she has to use an action? Oh, sorry. Go ahead and finish your swings.
Nope, she
Yeah.
won't tell us how to pull the lever, so
All right, let me see if you hit one of the, because they're all doing the whoop, 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 whoop. They're all trying to run around each other and mix up. You hit her. Ow!
Like
It's like Three Stooges. Whoop, 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 whoop,
yeah,
whoop, whoop,
I was thinking like a
ow!
shell game.
Yeah. No! You can't do this to me, stupid witches. No! All right, is that it? Let me get another one.
No, I have a bonus action to attack. Also.
Dang, that's cold-blooded. I wanted to grab another
Steven, do you
parchment.
want to intimidate her?
I want to grab another parchment.
22 to hit.
Okay, roll my crying out loud. Roll high for crying out loud so I can get another. Dang! It's still really damage. Ah! She's totally blood splatting everywhere, and it's sort of like ghostly, because she's not really her physical form. It's more of a sort of like ethereal, but not ethereal. She's not an ethereal plane. She's just a soul trying to.
Could you pull the lever?
No! No, don't do this. Don't do this.
Do it.
Pull the lever,
Do it.
or you go to the Soulmonger.
I'll go.
Or- yeah.
You can't have it. You can't have it. She. How much damage does that beam do? She grabs another parchment and she says a spell. All right, somebody give it to me. Roll a d6.
Nice, because we were like,
Good.
we ate like 7 seen the snow. Yeah.
Aw, man. What is it? Getting it to him?
Well, I closed the page and now I can't find it again.
Oh.
Hold on.
You dumb head.
Are
think-
we in initiative? Or...
No, I'm just playing it. Just having fun.
All right.
Anyone else can
Renara
jump
will
in.
go up and start. Yeah, Renara will go up and attack.
It's enlarge and reduce.
I wanna poke my head down that hole and shoot a bullet or two.
Okay. Well, at this point, that's it. It's one of you. One of you gets enlarged, and
I wanted to kill Nanny Poo Poo one
Yeah.
more time.
you kill her. Don't worry, she only had 5 hit points left.
Nanny Poo Poo, remember me?
Ow! And as you kill her, you can sense her soul. No! And as she flashes out, suddenly something drops from her flashing out and hits the floor, and it looks like a dark brown
Soul?
or black piece of
I'll
chalk.
scoop that right up.
Chalk?
Yeah, well, chalk?
Chalk.
Hmm.
The spell goes. Chalk. And yes, that lever is still there, but it is weird. It's translucent. Ghostly.
The ethereal doesn't help, so I have
Oh,
no clue what that is.
I'm sorry, another thing I probably... oh, this is somewhat relevant. The door has a square carved on it.
Oh, let's use
Sorry.
the square key.
That's, yeah.
Use it where? Is there a keyhole?
Well, there's no keyhole, but it's just on the door. It's kind of like just...
Well, who's got the...
Can we draw?
Square key.
Why don't we use the chalk to draw a square on the floor? Oh. I don't know why else you would draw chalk except for us to write something.
Have you tried pulling the lever?
No, it's like a ghost lever. You said
Oh, it's there, but
like
it's just,
intangible.
I mean, can we bring the square key in and see what happens?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what he just said, and he said there was no keyhole, right?
No keyhole and nothing really happens as you wave it around the room.
What if you try to put the square keyhole on the lever?
It just kind of
Yeah.
just touches the wall, and
What if you put it in the door? Does it
I'll
go-
use the chalk to make a square around the lever.
Okay, it solidifies.
Oh, it's a magical chalk. What if you put
You hear
the key
off in the distance. Kink.
All right.
What do you?
One
Extra.
down, 4 to go.
Oh, is that what happened?
Extra.
Yeah,
It worked?
the
Okay,
keyhole opened in the main door.
In the main door. Oh, that's so exciting, guys.
Look, Leela's excited.
Leela. Leela's the coolest.
She's like,
Hello.
oh no! She's looking up at the door right now.
Lila Van
Freaking
Cloud.
out. She's freaking out at it. That's actually what Dandy looks like.
Yep. A little ginger goblin.
Hello, Leela.
But she's but that's what Dandy looks like, and Dandy's 28 or whatever, or 18 or 19. Okay.
Say for yourself.
You go to the next.
She can't hear you.
You go to this room, Renira?
Sure.
I gotta grab my power cable, but I can still hear you guys.
Oh, hello, Stephen Griffin.
Griffin Davis. Davis Griffin.
Well, now that Griffin's gone, isn't he such a douche?
Kill his character.
That guy, man.
Is this a spell book?
Where we at?
I hate how nice he is all the time.
Scar would like to look at
Suspicious.
this. Scar knows what's in this room because the Dow told him what it was in
The
there.
ceiling of this plaster-walled room is 15 feet high. A leather-backed tome rests upon open atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons arrayed arranged so that they appear to be falling and screaming. Okay, Renaira and Scar, you see that the book is open and there's literally just a sentence on each page. And there's only 8 pages on that book. You can tell just really quickly. Now, it looks evenly spread open, and you can, if you get a little closer, you could read what it says on it. Oh,
Alright, what
just a
does it
little
say?
bit, just a little bit closer, like a couple more inches, and you can read it. What's your character again? Or your
A monk.
No, the trickster monk. Sorry, the trickster spirit.
Oh, Ejin.
Ejin is what? Crazy?
Impulsive.
Yeah. What's it say? What's it say? Gotta go look. What is it? What does it say? Get out there. What's it say?
All right, is there?
My mage
Just-
hand.
What's it say? I
Before
can
I
see
get
it.
too
I can
close,
just
do I
see
see
it.
a pressure plate? Is there a trap? Or is there a door? Is there a compartment?
Well, you where you're. Oh, yes. It looks like there's a seam all around the floor of this plastered room, and 15 feet high. But there's a seam around the bottom, and the lectern. You'd have to walk around it to see any more.
So there is more.
Well, you can't see on the other side.
Can I use my mage hand?
It's held by 4 bolts. Just a sec. Let me just see if I missed anything here. You can see that the book looks like it's glued to the lectern.
All right, I walked around the lectern.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely see hidden in the leg of the lectern a secret compartment. Oh, here you can see what it says on the thing. Let me read it, or let me show you something. Okay, so I'm going to show you this, and you don't touch it, don't click on it, just look at what it's showing, because this represents the book on the lectern. So if you were to click on the other pages, to me, you're opening and looking at it. Okay, so don't touch it. Here. So you can see what it says there on page 4 and 5. But don't click on any other pages.
Yeah.
Because, that means you're turning the book.
See the lever, clear as day. Spin, spin, iron spider.
Okay.
See the lever, clear as day. Spin, 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 iron spider.
So a seam around the floor, a secret compartment in the leg of the lectern, or in the back of it.
Renata, would you like to look at other pages of this book?
Yeah, can I open the compartment on the leg back first?
You'd have to. Yeah, you want to try to open it?
Yeah.
Do you have like thieves' tools or anything like that?
I don't have proficiency with them, but I have them.
Well, as long as you have them, you're not proficient in them. Okay, so you need to do a dexterity. It's really hard, but you can roll it. As long as you have the thieves' tools, then if you don't have proficiency in them, you just don't get the proficiency bonus, but you can still do it.
Yeah.
Try.
You have to move Ron, do you have to like flip the pages to see the next page? Or are they
Yes.
all okay.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't touch it. 15. Okay, so you tried and couldn't get it to open.
I have an idea, guys. I have Mage Hand, and the Tao is gaseous form right now. So why don't we all back out of this room, and I can use my Mage Hand to turn the pages, and the Tao can read them to us. What do you think?
Can she read them telepathically to us still?
She can
Is
read them
that still on?
telepathically to us. It lasts for an hour. She can read-
Because I don't want her to cast a ritual on accident or something. All right, that works for me. Let's do it.
Yeah. Does that work, Ron?
Huh? Hold on a
If I
second.
say,
Let me just read a little bit here. Even though I read this. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay. So You
I'll go in and then like hover over the book, and then I'll turn each page one by one with my mage hand and have the Tao telepathically read it out to us.
okay? Yes, telepathy. Okay, and you're standing where you're standing.
No, I'm gonna move back. I'm not moving out of the darn way. I have to be able to see to use my mage hand. I can't move this. I can't move myself. This
Oh, you can't go through it
Here, I'll do it.
like that. You're fine like that.
Yes, there you go. So I'm just gonna. I'll have to be able to see it. So yeah. So can I do that? Turn the page.
Yes. Now, yes, Scar, you may go to each page you want to, and you may
I will
read
read
it.
it out to everyone. Page
Well, if she's reading it telepathically to us all.
Correct, telepathically. Yes.
Okay, so we can just slip through.
She can. Yeah. So the mage hand's flipping through. Go ahead. Read
Why don't I read it to you guys so you guys can get the full experience?
it. Exactly.
Why? She's reading it to us, isn't she?
Yeah, and I'm
Scar's
controlling
gonna, or Sam's gonna do it. Sam, go ahead.
that. So because you guys can't turn the pages, so you can't read.
Yeah. So Sam's in charge. You guys can't do it. Don't be doing it,
Yeah.
Abby.
So
You should be in the moment. Okay. Be in the
Tao
moment.
reads the first page, and the Tao says, "Ooh, backward, back." Oh, the page says, "Backward, 8 to 1." And then I say, "Good job, Kashmira." If you your words are sweet inside of my head. I would like to hear you speak more, and maybe later we can speak on a pillow. Page 2 says, "Speak the rhyme until it's done." Uh-oh, she's speaking it telepathically, but she is speaking it. I'm worried. Page 3 says, "Keep the spider locked away." Page 6. Oh my gosh. Well, pages 4 and 5 we've already read. Page 6 says, "Turn their flesh and bones to cider." I love cider. It's yummy. "Speak the rhyme and meet your fate." Forward, 1 to 8. Oh, I get it.
Say it backwards. Have her read it backwards out loud.
Well, yeah, but are we gonna do it though? Because a lot of things in this book says, "Keep the spider locked away. Don't do this."
Yeah. Read it backwards. Forward, 1 to 8. Speak
What
the
I'm
rhyme and
saying
meet
is-
your
what I'm
fate.
saying is, I don't want her to read it backwards because I don't want to complete the
It
ritual.
makes more sense backwards. Look at 2 and then 1. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backward, 8 to 1. Speak it backwards, 8 to 1.
I understand what you mean, and I understand that's the way to do it. I just don't know if we should complete this thing because it will unleash this terrible spider upon everybody.
I think it's the opposite. I think if we speak it, we won't trigger the trap, but if we speak it forward, we will. Because the rhyme is, I think if we say it 1 to 8, like you would naturally read it out loud, 1 to 8, I think that would trigger the spider. But if we do it 8 to 1, the spider won't be triggered. That's what I'm hoping. Because otherwise someone would just read it out loud accidentally and then trigger the spider because they naturally read it 1 to 8. So I think that's the trap. Because it's more natural to read it 1 to 8.
Speak it until it's done. Backward.
Yep, do it.
I would have her read it backwards out loud.
Yeah.
Okay, do it. You're gonna do it.
Turn their forward 1 to 8. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Turn their flesh and bones to cider. Spin, iron spider. See the lever clear as day. Keep the spider locked away. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backward, 8 to 1.
No, you gotta do it in her voice.
No, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so she does it, and you hear a click, plunk, and she hears it here, behind her. Yeah, Renara
that
rushes
secret
in.
compartment, is that open?
Yeah, there's a lever.
Aha, what is it?
Oh,
Lever?
geez.
Yeah.
I should probably. What room is this one? The octagon. So anyway, yeah.
Wow. I say.
All right, we keep on moving. We're burning
Good
daylight,
job,
folks.
Good job, Kishi baby.
We only got an hour and 10 minutes left.
I'd save that time.
What's this one?
Okay.
What's on the door of this one?
Oh, good question. I think it says go away or be back in 10 minutes. The hexagon. A large, cracked, six-sided mirror is mounted above a stone shelf protruding from the opposite wall. 5 unlit candles stand on the shelf, each made of yellow wax and covered with tiny black sigils. Scrawled above the mirror in dried blood are the words "Piggy, Piggy, Piggy."
I would like this one normally, but Scars turned over a new leaf, so I don't like it anymore.
You've turned over a new leaf, have you? What leaf is that, my boy?
Don't you remember last time I walked into this place and all of my knives got destroyed by the magic and I felt free as I've never
yes.
felt in my life?
Ah, yes, that was probably fortuitous for us.
Yes, I'm now pursuing the path of peace.
I love levers.
Okay, those are not levers. They are. Looks like it's not drawn correctly. They are empty spaces that something should be there.
Oh.
As if, like a painting on a wall is removed and like there's like this dust aged around it. That kind of thing.
In the mirror, is there something in those spaces? Like if I look in the mirror, do I see something in the spaces?
Yeah, as you go up there, you go up to the mirror. Let's see.
The room explodes.
No, you see the empty spaces.
Is there? What are the candles on? Like a desk?
A stone shelf. And since you're so amazingly perceptive as you look at it, you notice there's one stuck underneath the shelf. Tucked sort of under the shelf as if out of sight.
Okay. I'll pick it up. Are these
You put your hand in there?
Unlit?
You reach your hand under there?
I don't like the way you said that.
I know.
But I've already said I did. So.
In that case, the scything pendulum. No.
Yeah.
All right, so you pull it out. What now?
Are these unlit? You said these.
Yes.
Unlit? All of them. Okay. Huh.
And Piggy, Piggy, Piggy is scrawled on blood, dried blood, top above the mirror. I see you're the only brave one in there.
I'll take my flint and steel and light them all. I put the 6th candle on there and I'll light them all.
Okay.
Do I see something in the empty spaces then, or does something happen? Or
nope.
What's that Bloody Mary thing? You say Bloody Mary in a mirror 3 times, right? And she shows up.
Yes, and you can also
All
say
right.
Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
All right. All 6 candles are. Renira will say, "Piggy, Piggy, Piggy."
Whoa!
Hope,
The door
no pigs
closes. No one else can come in. I'm kidding.
Oh, so Gal comes
Okay,
running.
so
I'm about to be gored by a pig now.
You see. Oops, I locked it. So I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so you see now the levers as you kind of look. You kind of shift, and you can see on this side the north lever, on that side the south lever. They appear in the mirror.
And they're identical?
Yeah.
Now
you can't see it.
All right, can I look in the mirror and reach back and pull it?
Nope, it's too far. You have to stand right in front of the mirror to see it.
Oh, spear. Haha, spear.
Man. You
to
pulled
the one up here.
The top one? Or the
Uh-huh.
bottom. Okay. Clink. Shh. The hexagon.
All right, we're not sticking around to see what that other lever does.
Aw, man.
All right, people, get moving, get moving. We got an hour left.
You hear often
minutes.
some ethereal playing. Oh, damn it. She did it.
In the
All right.
ethereal plane.
So you see the butler over there welcoming you in.
Do I want to go in now? What was the
There
store?
goes Steven.
Yes.
What was the store?
This
Yeah,
one
the food.
is the. What is this one?
Actually, what door was this one too?
We're talking about the butler one, right?
Yeah, and then what one was this one? I forgot to ask. I think.
The one at the top.
No, these two. What
That
are
one
these two?
is the Pentagon,
This one is the Pentagon. Ooh,
Yeah.
demons.
and then the top one is the triangle.
All right. What? So what's
Top
this one then?
That one's the hexagon.
A hexagon. Okay.
Okay, so the Pentagon. The delicious aroma of spiced meat, Stephen, greets you. At the end of a 20-foot-long corridor, a room opens up with red tapestries covering the walls. A feast is spread out on 3 tables consisting of roast boar, squash stew, and a tray of iced cakes. Flagons of frothy beer complete the banquet. A gaunt human male in a dusty black suit quietly arranges the items on the cake table, taking notice of your intrusion. Without a word, he gestures for you to come forward and sample the feast.
Steven, it's an illusion. Watch out.
Steven, you
Yeah, I'm gonna
you
say
smell.
hello.
It's a wonderful smell. You
Uh-oh.
you really want this food. You know, you
Hags
really
are
want-
also cannibals, so
It smells delicious. Any kind of smell, culinary. What's the nasal thing? Skills. Smelling
You guys forget that
skills.
You guys forget that Steven's a chef. Can't be fooled this easily.
Oh, you are? Or do you have any sort of? Yeah, you were doing
Yeah.
some cooking there. Okay, so roll your I don't know, roll your whatever you want to
I
roll.
remember Steven's beautiful meals.
Roll your roll something
Steven has beautiful cooking
with
skills.
proficiency.
I mean, well, my ability with my cooks utensils is plus 11.
Okay, plus 11. You can write your utensils and you can go up there, and he just motions for you and you can examine it. Ooh, it's all real. It's all real. It's certainly enchanted, you think, but it's definitely real food. It's not an illusion. At least not to your culinary skills. And even, you're a wizard too, so. Or
I've
whatever.
been trying to talk to the guy, but has he said anything to me?
He just motions politely to take what you want. He hands you the plate if you want, napkin,
Can I try to
frothy
touch him?
beer. You
Yeah,
what?
touch him.
Touch him?
Touch him.
Well, he's a little strange by that, but roll your. I mean, he's wearing a suit. If you touch it, I don't know. What do you touch? A suit?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
he's
to
wearing a
shake his
suit.
hand and
Well, he doesn't want to shake your hand, or he doesn't. He kind of backs up a little bit.
I'm gonna be like, dude, let's I just want to thank you for the food.
And he
Just polite.
nods
And then
politely.
I'll hit him on the shoulder.
Okay. You mean? I don't know. Roll your perception, I guess. I don't know. Touch, tactile skills.
If he's an illusionist, it's an investigation.
Okay, roll an investigation then. But you're just trying to figure who he is by. I mean, he feels solid, but he's a little taken by that, and he just, roast boar, squash stew, iced cakes. So it's like that frosted cakes, frothy beer. Just you can almost feel the coolness of the beer. Anyone else want to go in there? partake?
No, I'm gonna go through this one. I don't trust. I don't trust hag food. I don't deal with hag food. I've learned that from Strahd. I don't trust food from hags.
Rhaenyra does not know what Strahd is at all. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm going through here. I've met too many hags in this adventure too.
So let's just stick with Steven for now. So what do you do, Steven?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put some of my own food on one of the tables.
Okay.
And be like, wow, this looks good.
Okay, he's just politely, maybe he's assisting you or whatever, but he's trying to give you food. He's trying to offer you.
Well, I don't want any food, man.
What are these?
Yeah, they're like curtains or something in there.
Yeah, there's curtains in there.
They weren't
Tapestries.
in the other rooms, though.
No.
Tapestries.
Tapestries, yeah, sorry.
Is there anything on the tapestry?
5 red tapestries hang from iron rods bolted to the walls. Each is made up of pentagonal patches stitched together.
Oh, this is the Pentagon one, so.
Is there one that's like the wrong shape?
Yeah, roll your perception. Steven.
Can I use investigate?
Perception. That's what it asked for. I mean, investigation sounds good too.
What?
Okay, you're fine.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Baby lady.
You see in the very back tapestry is a subliminal, cleverly hidden in the design, a devil's face with a mouth open that forms a pentagon.
Eat it. Oh, feed it some food.
Hey! Am I mouth open? Yeah?
Yeah.
Give it a cake. Give it
What
a
do you-
pastry.
Why the pastry?
I don't know. Or
What food would a demon like?
or
The
put
blood?
key in its mouth. I don't know.
I'm just gonna try to like walk closer to it
Okay.
and do some like
No, I mean it did the job. Yeah, but it was minimal.
Who's
Is
yapping
there any
over there?
food that's-
Is that your friend Steven?
yeah. There's
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
Is
go ahead.
there is there anything that's like shaped appropriately?
No.
Any food?
Is there a mouth-shaped food?
Is there a pentagon-shaped food? No.
Yeah, pentagon shapes like
key
cake.
won't
Yeah,
work.
Nice.
Pentagon
Like, yeah.
pie, it's an old favorite.
Well, if the cakes are pentagon, they're small. They're not big like cupcakes.
Can you...
Give it a poor testicle.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just grab some food from the closest table and stick it in this thing's mouth. I
Roast
guess.
boar, stew, cakes, or beer.
But if you owe money, actually. Oh, that's right.
Four.
What?
Four.
I mean, we're just guessing at this point, right? There's got to be other clues.
Yeah, we are.
Rhaenyra, you must be in the
But
room.
boar
right?
just sounds good.
I think Rhaenyra, you're in the room.
No, I'm right here. I just got good perception.
Scar, where are you?
I'm still down here. but- Hey, Steven. What?
Okay, well, all right. Let me go back to Steven. Steven, what are you doing? What do you do?
Looking for more clues.
Oh, I think you're talking
Can I like hold some stuff in front of the devil's face to see if it like likes it?
Okay. And you see the butler kind of motions like, or gets close to like, maybe try to, he has a napkin, like a serviette, trying to, thinks you're trying to stain. He's all, oh, okay, whatever, He's just kind of waiting. I mean, he backs up, waits patiently, waiting for any needs. He motions there's chairs you can sit in. Doesn't see any on the map, but
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing. I'm not gonna give something random to it. Seems like a bad idea. We've been doing so good so far.
Just try sticking something in.
Why don't you do it?
Yeah, I'm not messing with hack food. You could be the cannibal here. I know what hacks put in their foods. I know where those kids' bodies probably are.
Well, no, you're with your culinary, you know that that's real food, like a real boar, real cakes.
Yeah.
Why?
But like,
Culinary skilled witches there.
yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for more clues, but there doesn't seem to be any. Or what's
Oh, your who's on? Go on, try the boar. Eat the boar. Eat the boar. It looks so good. Come on. Egen is like, get in there. We want some cakes. Come on. What is Scar? Who do you have? We have the
I have Ubalaka.
the cautious one.
I guess so, yeah.
You're doing just great, Scar. Just great. Get in there. Come on. Get some cake. Boar.
no? I'm just
Eat
gonna
the
leave.
boar.
If I don't know what to feed it, then
Yuck. This is not how
Oh.
Kubazan or does it.
Fine.
I don't
Oh, here
listen
comes your cavalry.
to the voice.
Fine.
Hold on, let me leave first.
All right.
You guys gotta stick together. Unlike the
I
other,
don't
those
know.
other
I
two.
will. I don't know. I'll grab the stew and try to shove
Squash too.
it into the. I don't know. I'll grab the stew.
Okay. Oh, you try to shove it into the curtain or tapestry? All right. So obviously the butler is like, and you just basically it just goes along, just drips down the tapestry, and he just starts wiping it.
Does my hand enter?
Well, do you try to move your hand?
Yeah,
in?
I mean, I'm fussing the soup in there, but if the soup stops, does my hand keep going?
You feel like with you're holding the bowl in your hand goes through. Oh,
All right, I dropped the bowl. Does my hand go through?
yep. Your hand is in
All
there.
right, is there something in its mouth?
You feel a shine, or you feel a smooth glass lever.
Oh!
All right, I pull the lever.
Clink. The
Easy
pentagon. And as you remove it, your hand is gone. If only.
What?
No.
Oh.
No more hand of harm. Steven, as you walk out, you
No.
become incredibly, atrociously hungry.
I eat the
You
stew. I
are-
eat the stew.
You are at. Okay, so the
Real
stew.
food.
You are
I can't believe you do
at
this to me.
disadvantage to all your rolls.
Oh, I knew it. Hag food.
No. Sorry, not you. Steven. No,
Yeah.
Steven. Not Renara.
All right. What am I
Renara,
cursed with?
you have advantage to all Constitution saving throws.
What? Why does Steven get all hungry?
Because I ate the food. Aha! How
No,
did
dude.
eating hag food pay off? What?
No, he said that Steven was hungry before you ate the food. I'm just wondering.
No, Steven never ate the food. I did. Steven walked out without eating
Oh,
the
I
food.
see. That's why you got hungry.
I
you,
guess.
You have advantage to all Constitution saving throws. It's for 24
All right, I'll
hours,
take
but
it.
whatever. But I'm sure you get.
I'll go through
But
this.
that's more than enough time for what's going. Okay.
So what's left then? Because we have the we have the square and the
The
hexagon.
triangle. Steven?
Okay, this one's the
You're
triangle.
still. You really want that beer, the boar. Get the boar. You're at you're saying you're at disadvantage to every roll, or every attack and.
All right, who has
saving
greater
throw.
You're
restoration?
saying
Where's
I
our
can-
cleric?
No, you're saying I can just go back in there and eat?
Well, I'm saying you are you're famished. You're
Oh, well, can I eat some of my food?
you eat your food.
Yeah.
Still hungry, like crazy.
Yeah, okay. All right, I'll
You
go
got
back
the-
in and I'll eat some.
Your face is full of Cheetos and it's not doing it for you.
go back in and I'll have some.
Get the boar.
Beer. I'll have some beer.
Drink the beer? All right. You drink. Oh, it is so good. Oh boy. Okay, so you get a D6 that you can roll anytime, but you feel Kubuzan is off in the distance, singing and drunk, and he takes his strength with him. But you get a D6 you can roll anytime for any roll.
To do what?
1d6?
What?
Oh, if only you ate the boar. Should have ate the boar. Should have ate the boar. Now I'm drunk.
I'll eat the boar as well then. I'm just gonna have a little bit of everything.
So you get a 1d6 now? You can roll what? When? Anytime?
One time, anytime, and he lost Kubazan for it.
You see, it just doesn't have the same.
That is not an equal payoff.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same as the boar. Just doesn't have the same taste now that you've drank the beer.
Is that not? It's not even a hero's feast, is it? That's a shame.
Poor
All right,
Steven. Your strength is what now? What was it for? Or what was it with Kubazan? 22 or something?
23,
Dang. Now it's what, 18?
20.
Oh, you were 20 before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you lost him. Or he's off drunk in your mind somewhere. Okay, sorry.
Thor. Ah.
You have to figure that one out. Okay, door.
Oh, I have to figure out how to open the door.
No.
That's probably an apt description of my life at this point.
Okay, this door is a triangle. A 5-foot wide, floor to ceiling glass cylinder near the back of the wall of this room is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass 5 feet above the floor. Inside the cylinder, an iron lever is set into a metal plate on the floor. Tiny triangle holes cut through the
Scar,
glass.
mi compadre, mi amigo.
What's up, my baby?
Gaseous form.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
in cylinder.
Dowie, let's go in there.
Yeah, she's still in gaseous form.
Yeah, she's still in gaseous. So she's gonna go gaseous right through that little triangular hole.
Although I don't think she can move the lever, though.
No, she can't do anything when she's in, but she can.
No, but she could.
What?
I was gonna say she could just turn solid for a second and pull it and then go back.
Inside of it, but she's too big, right?
What if she forms inside of it and it breaks the glass?
Yeah.
Is she too big to form solid?
I mean,
She's a medium
5 foot
creature,
wide,
isn't she?
floor to ceiling. So, let me see what size she is.
Oh, she's large.
large, yeah.
So that's bigger than 5 feet wide.
Could she just do her hand?
I don't think that's how gaseous form works.
Do we have a mage hand?
I have a mage hand, yeah. I can operate.
Yeah, Scar to the rescue.
Okay, so you go in there, Scar?
Yeah, I'll operate my mage hand in there.
Okay, so you go in there and you realize that the mage hand is not strong enough to do it.
Do you have telekinesis?
No. The light. What if we cast a spell of darkness?
Yeah. Could I stick my spear in there before we use a spell slot? Could I stick my spear in there? And...
I don't even have darkness.
Oh.
Let me see 5 feet above the floor is the
I can walk on
triangular
walls.
hole. Tiny triangular
Yeah,
hole.
it's 1 inch wide. It's a spear.
Tiny triangular hole.
send your familiar in there.
It's just the base.
Yeah. Can you well, you'd have to
okay.
summon your
Yeah,
familiar. can't you?
I'll use an action
No, you
to
can-
make my familiar disappear.
Yeah,
and then
you can
use
make
an
it
action to
disappear
make
and
it appear within the box. Yeah.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can put it away in a pocket dimension or something, right? And then resummon
Put
it.
in a pocket and then resummon it inside the thing.
Okay. If that's true, sure.
Okay, I'll put the spell in the
Okay.
in the chat so you can see.
And Steven, roll your Arcana again. Yeah. So, you you probably don't have it, but you do feel like you're cursed, or one of those things, that kind of thing.
Does anyone
Say
have a
what now?
way to cast greater restoration?
What, Steven's cursed?
Yeah,
Why is Steven cursed?
because of the food thing.
Because he lost Kuzan. Kuzan's off drinking and carousing in his.
What does Dragonbait have? Does Dragonbait have spells?
But what happened with the
No.
lever?
Oh,
Ron?
sorry. Did it?
It worked.
Yeah.
Okay,
Steven
great.
and Scarlet's rescue.
Cool. So, guys, we should make a plan here because I feel like there's lots of things we can do in this room that we could do before we open this door.
Yeah, why don't we? Maybe we could fight the hags first. Like I really don't want to fight the hags and then whatever's behind the door at the same time, if possible.
But we can't fight the hag. Only you can fight the hags. 'Cause only you can go in the.
Well, why don't we just? They can hear us, right? I mean, we're speaking in our heads right now, but if we spoke verbally, they could hear us, right? Why don't we just say we're gonna open the door?
I mean, okay, but I mean, if yeah. All right, you want to? All right, yeah. I guess we could yell out. We mean you no harm. We just want to get out of here. That's all we care about. We can't leave until we get out.
We can make you a deal.
Oh, hello, hag.
We can make you a deal. Okay, lightning bolt goes down this way. Cross all, or I think that's the right one. Is that right? Lightning bolt?
Yeah, but don't we have to roll for initiative first before that?
No, because I just surprise attacked you. That's what they did.
can
We
see
make a
them,
deal.
You can't have a surprise attack.
Let's just go with it, guys.
We know they're there.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
Just go with it. Lightning bolt.
Oh no.
All of you got to save versus
down
a
the table.
15.
15 what?
Dex.
Dex?
We're all close enough to Dragon Bait that we get advantage on the save.
¿Por qué está abierto esto? ¿Dónde está la tapa?
Dex save with advantage. There we go.
It's open.
Spring.
What?
Shit. Well, warning. That was a close one. Actually, I got 17.
Everybody saved?
I think so. I don't know. What was the DC?
Steven got
15.
14?
Can't tell with all these rolls. Steven, that's his
Batman.
Oh, that's something else.
insight.
Yeah. I got Steven got a 19, and then
Okay.
Dragon Bait got a 17.
So, you take half damage? Okay.
Do I have enough time to use a Chewinga charm real quick, or?
On your turn? Because we're going into combat mode right now. Okay. So since she attacked you, because they were, it was a ruse to make a deal with you, and then that's why I did the surprise attack on you.
Oh.
Because none of you did it. None of you, reacted in any way that told me you were ready. So here's the lightning bolt. Take half of that. 18?
Take none of that.
None?
Monks.
Whatever. 18. So take 18, whoever can take 18. And now we are in combat mode.
So 18 was the half, or that?
That's the half, yes.
Yep, no, 16 is half of 32.
Oh, sorry, 16.
What line
Gotcha.
is this? The way?
Where's the combat thing? Okay.
How many times is it?
No, you cannot do it. You have to. It's ours. You cannot kill our creation. All right, let's put everybody in the. I'm putting you all in there, okay? Don't put yourselves in there. Dow. I'm gonna have all the others go with the players. Is that good? Is that easier, or do we want to do the? Put them all. Let's just do them all for the fun of it. Oh, you guys don't have your elemental. Okay, so your elemental's way up there. So whatever. Got your zombies up there that don't mean much, and oh boy, the night hags. You can hear the dolls say, "No, it's them, the Sewn sisters."
Didn't we tell the dolls to go up to the staircase?
They're shaking in their boots. You mean right up here?
Yeah, I thought we told them to go up the staircase and watch.
Oh well, they're stuck right there.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, they can't leave. Oh, little buddies.
I just roll for him.
There's a fast zombie up there.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Oh, one of my night hags got first. Yay! That makes me so happy. So happy, guys.
Good.
It's Widow Grout. No, Widow Grout is gonna get you all. All right, what am I gonna do here? Because you guys are way too powerful. Oh, that one. Okay, so she's going for Gunslinger. Oh, Cornelius, you were going to
I thought I had escaped my ex-wives. You followed me all the way to choke. I have no more alimony left for you, hag.
You're going to be my little pet.
Edith, is that you?
My little guinea pig. All right, save.
Okay, what am I saving?
Sure. With advantage.
Oh, not with advantage. No. What is it? So here. Wisdom saving throw.
What would you have me save, sir?
Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
72.
Oh, no.
15. 15.
Right, here we go. Not 20. I told you, hag. I left you on a deep. You only took You and your barrister.
Oh, this was this one. Does she move? Does she have? Let me see if she has anything else she could do. Anything cool?
Let that be a lesson to you, hag. I don't believe in your magic.
Okay. Do your zombies do anything?
Blue and red.
My zombies?
Does your little porter zombies, the little bag it? Never mind.
Is David? Where's my homie David?
He's up there at the top. You left him up there.
Oh,
Up here.
I miss him. We used to be really.
You
I
can
do
move
not.
him.
You know when
Oh,
friends sort of like drift apart,
Right.
and
Scar.
it's sort of a sad feeling. That's what I feel.
Scar.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
I in my rarest telepathic bond, which of the hags is gone so far?
This one.
That one went already.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna look down at the hag at the bottom here that casts a lightning bolt at us, and I'm gonna cast a spell at it.
Baggy Nana. It's Baggy Nana.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to blade sing first, but then and then I'm going to what am I gonna move to? I think I might move. Actually, I sort of like myself where I am. I'm just gonna peek out the door, and I'm gonna cast a spell at this haggy waggy. What's it's 60 feet? Yeah, 60 feet, right? That's fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna say, hey, a lady, why do you hound us so when your own existence is filled with such horrors? And I create this whirling around the hag, creatures of light and having picnics on lawns and just sort of hanging out around her, so totally obscuring all of the image. It's her greatest nightmare, people having fun. And I cast Mental Prison.
Uh-oh. Nope, buddy.
What? Huh?
Okay. All
What's
right,
wrong?
let me roll for her.
You've already cast this. Too late.
Huh.
Save.
Save. All right. What was that?
I'm pretty sure hags are immune to being charmed. So.
Oh. Yeah, good point. All right, well, too bad.
You see coming out of the bag is a viper, and it sticks its tongue at you.
What bag?
Her head is a bag.
Or it's a bag.
Too ugly.
These, by the way, just to give credit, somebody made these custom little miniatures I found them online somewhere, but they're pretty cool.
That's awesome. Very cool, yeah.
Too ugly. With a bag on her head. That is my ex-wife.
I am
Edith?
Edith?
My ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
The ugly one, of course.
This is Baggy Nana. Baggy Nana.
These look like the night hags from The Witcher. They're also
That is
Anything else?
disturbing.
no, I might move, but I don't know where I would move to, so I think I'm gonna just maybe get behind this wall.
Okay. You're ice elemental.
Oh yeah. Icy, why don't you go over there and try to whelm that hag over there? Now, one quick question, Ron. Does she see Corncobulus for an illusion or not?
What is it? A major?
Major image. I can add.
I don't know what's the powers of that.
I can show you. Major image. Hold on. It is a 3rd level spell, and it does thusly. Consume spell slot? No. Place no. Cast spell. As long as you can create the image of an object or creature or some other visible phenomenon, it can give off sound and heat, and it looks exactly real, like it's a real thing. I have to use my action to make it like move from one place to another, but when it's standing in one place, it's like an NPC in a video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll include it as a random thing. I guess I should have done it with
That's cool.
Cornelius.
The slam attack from the water L elemental. 18.
Yep, that's a hit.
That's a hit. The damage of that is a 13 damage. And then it does 2 slam attacks. So the next one will be 16.
Miss.
Miss.
Need a 17.
Okay, cool. And then it will whelm the night hag. Let's make a strength saving throw.
Ooh, saved.
Nice. Good work.
Thank you. Okay, my turn. Yeah,
Cool.
that night hag. So she. So she moves out of the way of this thing? I don't know. Or can she?
What?
Of the.
Can she get out when she's whelmed, Sam?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
No,
Is she
if she's
restrained? Or...
grappled.
She's
No,
not.
she made her strength saving throw, so
Oh, sorry.
she's fine. Yeah. Huh?
So she was underwhelmed?
She was overwhelmed. Yeah, that's right.
Let me see what she does. I really want to do something powerful.
Oh,
Let's see. Dang, there's like no fireball, you know? There's no.
Did you not give them more spells?
Well, I'm just trying to do with what they, you know.
Didn't
what
you
they're-
make them like CR 20?
No,
They already have.
I've kept
they
them the
already
way
have
they are. I
a
should've-
good repertoire of spells.
I don't like to do that unless it's homebrew. You know? I'm trying to like stick with it. I mean, I did that with a lot of the out stuff that you guys did, but with this, I'm trying to stick with the tune.
I mean,
Good idea.
I had
Get them first. And she's trying to avoid the ice elemental. And Steven. And she, you will be my pet.
That is
So,
Superman.
DC 15
baby.
save. You will be my little fire toad.
What kind?
Oh, wisdom, I think? What's your weakest?
Don't tell him. It's obviously strength. Strength saving throws are his worst.
Yosh.
I'm actually gonna do
Indomitable?
Indomitable.
yeah, Indomitable.
Well, don't you have an advantage?
Indomitable!
Oh yeah, because you're next to Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I'm gonna use Indomitable.
What's indomitable?
Let's reroll save.
I get to reroll a failed saving throw.
It's a fighter thing, no
Oh.
big deal.
Well, roll low.
I always forget I have it.
Oh
Never
my
used it once.
god. Indomitable should just be an auto save.
Oh. Steven. Ooh, little fire toad. Look at you, cute little guy. Wow, he's lost his strength and now he's a little toad.
That's so cute, though. Look at that little token. I'm picturing like a little orangey red frog.
Okay, so
Steven's not having a good day.
I say, Steven, don't worry.
he's mine.
Scar will
he's
change you
mine.
back with his youthful magic.
Let me see if this takes an action. It's just
Quick, Scar, use.
okay.
Use counterspell.
Oh, do you have counterspell?
No, he's not even here. If he, he ain't got that. That's a good. See, I knew you were gonna say that.
because I don't believe in it.
He only believes in the bad spells, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay. Earth Elemental?
Earthy will come down to join the party.
All right. Well, his movement is what, 30 feet?
Well, I can move him.
So,
Go ahead. He moves 30 feet in.
yeah. Right here. The little kitties, the dolls, run out of the
He's
way.
gonna protect the little creatures. I tell him. So he's gonna take the. I suppose he'll take the dodge action, maybe.
Okay, that's fine. You can
I mean,
protect them. I'll
wait a second. He can use. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess he'll protect them with his dodge.
Okay. What's Wicked? Or what's his name again?
Gast.
Divot.
Divot head.
What's Divot doing? You need to pay attention, Rob. Forget about your family.
Sorry, my wife was yelling at me. What is? My wife was berating me.
Didn't even not raising your
Like,
child,
this game
abandoning your
is still
child.
going on.
What? What's is the gas? What's going on with the gas? Why do you need my attention?
Do you want to do anything with him or just let him sit there?
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
I don't control the gas. I don't even control David Dividhead anymore. I've got no one.
Okay, fine. Let's move on to Renira.
Rooney.
All right, Renaya, let's carry this.
Now, is this is this elemental still whelming, or was that just like an action? Like
Oh, it's an action and it
instantaneous?
didn't work. So he's just.
Okay.
Yeah.
I taught her that actually.
Yeah.
You taught me how to run on walls. No, you drive me up a wall.
You just
There's
jumped
a
over the
difference.
thing. You ran through the air.
I just zip, zip.
Yeah, just across an
alright.
open gap.
Across the open air.
That's a jump.
16?
A 2 is a 16?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Need a 17.
Yeah, the miss. Ah, sad days.
That's a miss too, but I'm just gonna make it a miss.
20 magical piercing, automatic, 7 necrotic, and it is poisoned. If it's not immune to poisoned, let me pull up what those do just to make sure we have that. And then, is it immune to being poisoned?
No.
Ooh, it actually worked. You know how rare that is?
Rare.
What does poison do?
It
says right there.
So for poisoned, it is
Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Wow.
Yes.
You don't really use
So-
that.
And I need to do the concentration thing, Bell, too. In a sec. So, whoa, I do it after
No,
every
it's
time.
got to do it for each instance of
Okay,
damage.
so how much
if I
damage is
attack
that?
again, it's that was 27. Or no, those are two different instances. So the first one is 20, and then the second one is 7.
It's just a, what is it? A constitution?
Constitution saving throw DC 10.
And it's not disadvantage, right? It's not an ability check or anything. Is it?
No.
it's just
Concentration check?
And it's got to make 2 so far.
Yeah, 2.
Is the other one a little less because it's only 7?
No, the minimum.
No, I think
minimum
it's 10 minimum.
Minimum 10. Okay.
Whatever is greater, 10 or the half
Half.
the damage.
Failed!
Failed.
Yes.
So what was it concentrating on?
I
Stupid
have no clue.
Steven.
Oh yeah.
Ah, you're welcome, Steven.
He's back!
Thank you.
Ah, no! Okay.
Now, poison doesn't do anything for me, just does it to it, yes. Yes, okay, you have disadvantage. Okay, beautiful. So we do an attack. Oh, sad days.
Nat 1.
I'm gonna use my divination to turn that into a not nat 1.
Okay.
What do I have? I have a 13 and a 3. I'll make it a 13.
Wait,
So
what do you have?
13.
Divination?
Yeah,
That's
I have a
not-
13 and a 3 left, so I will
How'd you
make
get those?
that to a 13
Did I
from
give
the
those?
Kelmvor thing. There was one from Fenthaza, and then 3 from Kalimvor, from the
okay.
vision from Kalimvor. So I'll use my 13. So 13 plus
hit.
6 plus 5, that hits her.
Okay. It's good that you're using it up.
And then I will. So that's 11, and then I'll stunning strike her. So I need a con 19 saving throw.
Is it a magical attack?
Yeah, all of these are magical. Runaya doesn't do anything that's not magical.
That is correct.
Yeah, even
okay.
my fists are magical at this point.
Oh, so the poison is magical as well? Dang, she still
She
fell.
fails! Yeah!
Oh, let me do advantage to the magical poison resistance as well then. Just because I only did a single.
Yeah, poison is not a physical damage, so
Okay, so she saved against the poison, but she's stunned.
she saved against what do you mean saved against the poison?
You poisoned her earlier.
No, there is no saving throw for that. It just automatically happens.
Oh,
She doesn't get a saving throw.
what the heck?
Haha, yeah. Uh-huh. So she is poisoned and she is stunned.
Ow!
Advantage attack.
18?
For 12 more bludgeoning.
Okay.
And that is also magical.
That's fine.
And how much this was? What was this? You said these were 10 feet up, right?
What?
35, 45, 55. You said the balconies are like 10 feet up, right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Alright, so I have 10 more feet of movement. So I'm gonna run back here just around the corner.
Okay.
The last of my movement.
Cornelius.
So I am out of sight. Haha.
Cornelius!
Will Schmelius?
Well, Edith, you followed me all the way to Chult, but you won't get one gold piece from me. You can turn my friends into all sorts of critters and creatures, but deep down you know that you're nothing better than a snake. And then I'm gonna shoot her. I took a page out of the old Book of Sam there. I had a little bit of a dramatic opener. Hope I don't roll the 1 now. I'm doing this with a +1 bullet and a +1 powder. Just sharpshooter, grit shot. Huzzah! Oh, actually, I think it is a miss.
Is that a miss?
I think it is.
I need a 17.
Yeah, I only got a 15, 16. I got 16. Ah! I'll try again. Sharpshooter! Oh, wait, wrong one. Ah, crap. I mean, minus the to hit. The hit was actually would be 17, not 20.
Okay.
Yep.
So what's the damage? Or did you-
Let me use my bonus action to put a eagle eye on her first. Okay, roll my damage. I'm gonna re-roll that 1. So instead of 26 is... Oh, nice. 26 plus 8, 34 plus 1d6. 37 damage. Okay. And I'm going to aim again. Aim and shoot.
the heck?
And that's a hit.
Hold on. Hold on, mate.
28 damage on the third one. Ha ha!
The heck? Oh,
What's wrong?
stupid thing. Okay. First one was 37. Okay, and then what's this one?
Yeah, 37 and then 28.
Okay.
Where's the battle music, Ron?
Oh yeah, this is so calming.
Yeah.
I jump behind Dragon Bait and I say, "Have at them, old boy! Don't hold back on my
That's
account."
Let me see what else we got here.
Strahd is near.
Please.
I made some strong. Oh, that's not really action.
Now we're really scared.
I think it gets quicker, but we'll try for a little bit.
That's it for
Steven's
me.
turn?
I've jumped over
Time.
Steven.
24. I think 24 hits.
Pretty cool. Strahd is near. Of course, I never. Where's my cool? Something scary.
21 points of damage.
Sorry, 21 on the baggie.
Yeah.
Okay. Ow! Ow! Stop it!
Never. The 19 hit.
Yep. That's probably not what you guys were expecting.
18 damage.
18? Alright. No! She's pretty much on her last. I'm gonna get out of
I got
here!
something for
Oh!
I got nothing for that.
She, as you're hitting her, she flails at you in her flailing weakness and manages to roll a 19. That hit you? Doubt it.
No, my armor class is 21 right now.
All right. Dragon bait? Do you need to do anything?
Can I make a
Dragon bait.
bonus action
Killer
attack?
dragon bait.
Or no?
Make a what?
A bonus action.
Can
attack.
Steven?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got a bonus action?
Well, because I got a nat 1. But I do have a bonus action.
Oh,
attack.
it's at disadvantage, that's all.
Oh, okay.
You know, that's my Sam rule.
What?
The Sam rule.
What is it?
Yes.
It's going to be a
Go ahead.
26.
Dead. No! Baggy Nana! No! Baggy Nana!
You are now all weaker because one of the 3 is dead.
Yeah, Covens.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And then Dragon Bait is just
Dragon
going to come up behind me and use the dodge action.
Dow?
The Dow is going to drop out of her gaseous form and cast a spell at this one underneath her friend the elemental, my icy man, and it's going to be Phantasmal Killer.
Okay. Saved.
Yep, that succeeds. Failed save at the end of nothing happens if it succeeds, I suppose. Okay, cool. And the Dow shall whirly derby in the middle of the room. Come at me, haggies!
Okay, so it's this person's turn.
want some food? You want some food?
So if the 3 go down to 2, do they lose all the coven stuff automatically?
They lose some of it, I think.
I think they lose access to all their spells.
Technically they do, but I mean, you're the DM, so.
Oh yeah, because a coven is 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're less than 3, they don't have those coven spells.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, not about me.
Technically correct.
Still have some innate stuff. No. Okay, so Sister, I think it's time to depart. We have nothing here. Ah. They're just too weak. So, she's out of there.
It is about time.
Ethereal out of there, or
The other one? Yeah, ethereal.
no? Is she went into the ethereal then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other one
Right.
is Scar's turn.
Tell them.
This one just stunned still. Didn't Scar do? Oh, the down went. Oh. Okay.
So, guys, I have a question for you. Because we have 8 minutes left here tonight. Do you think there's a creature we have to fight within the other room?
Yeah. They said these guys said they were growing something big in here. There was something big growing in here, and then they kept saying it's theirs. We can't have it. It's theirs. We can't have it. They're protecting it.
Yeah, and we knew that the soulmonger was a monster.
Yeah. So this is the BBEG back here is my bet. These hags are not the BBEGs. Hags are what, CR5 or something? No.
Yeah, they're really not that. Okay, well, because I sort of want to I wanted to do something with these hags, but
There's still one there.
maybe we'll save it. All right, fine. Then I will. There's still one there, yeah. All right, well, I mean, it's should we just kill it? I sort of feel bad for them, you know.
Well, the one in the border ethereal, unless she's running away, which I think you run away slower in the ethereal anyway. Then
Wait.
she's still here. She's just watching right now. And she can't have gone that far in the ethereal anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, should we just let him go? I mean, I sort of feel like
I don't know. I would just kill him just so it doesn't bite us in the butt later if they come back during the BBEG or something.
Okay, and this one.
That's
hag,
actually a good point.
This hag is stunned until your next.
Until the end of my next turn, yep. So it automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. It can't move, it can't take its turn. Attack rolls against it have advantage.
Okay. Sphere is immune to all damage. You think we can get away within the ethereal plane if I cast? I guess it could. Yeah, I mean, I don't really. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Okay, I'm just. You know what? I'm going to use this. I'll just use. I'll do this. I'll cast Flesh to Stone.
Do what?
I'll cast Flesh to Stone.
Flesh to stone?
Yes.
She's just gotta save. She said disadvantage to saving throws?
What?
She had disadvantage to saving
Dexterity.
throws, Abigail?
Dexterity and
Yeah, no, Constitution is unaffected by this.
Okay, she saves.
saves. Okay.
All right, I see. Killer.
All right. Then you guys see him
No!
slam down on her.
A Ceterac,
advantage,
no!
with advantage.
The soul manga!
Crit fish.
What? Say it again? Oh, because it's attack with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Our child, no!
13, and then the next attack would be
Withers, where are you, you fool?
19. Where is Withers?
That's what I was asking.
7. So total of 20 damage from those slammies, and then I get to
Are
see
those
if-
magical damage?
No. And then I'm gonna see if he gets his whelm back.
6.
Yep, so he gets his whelm back, so he's gonna whelm her. Ugh! I hate the way Foundry works. This is the worst. Okay. Usability. DC 14 strength.
It automatically fails
Oh, automatically fails. So then
Does? How come?
because she's stunned.
yeah.
Automatically fails strength index.
She is grappled and
And stunned and poisoned.
now why does it say damage? Because it doesn't make there is no damage. What is this damage for? No, there's no damage. Never mind. Don't take that damage, Ron. Cool, so it's grappled.
Well, breathing? Like can't breathe?
Can't breathe.
Yeah, I can't breathe water, so maybe that's the damage.
No, there's no damage for this. It's just grappled and restrained.
This is your bludgeoning damage. At the start of
it doesn't say in the description if there's any damage, so
it does. I'm looking at it.
oh, any description?
Yeah,
Where?
and underwhelm. 15 strength save and a 2d8 plus 4 damage.
Oh, is that what it says in the description of
And on the token, you double click on the token.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. So it takes 12 damage, yeah.
No! Don't harm a child. No.
All right, her turn.
No.
Her turn is skipped. She's stunned.
No. Let me live, and I'll
Nope.
make a deal with you.
Yeah, you had your chance.
She can't. Can she do an action?
Nope. No actions, bonus actions, reaction. She
She
is.
can't plane shift.
Nope.
No action.
She can't escape.
Nope.
Nope.
Magic
So-
missile.
Nope.
One,
So the-
just one magic missile. Come on, it's only 1d4 plus 1. All right.
So the earth elemental glides underneath the floor and comes right up underneath her and just like grabs her foot and slams her into the ground.
Fuck yeah. Did you guys see the D&D movie?
No.
Hell yeah.
You know what scene I'm thinking of, Griffin?
Yeah.
Wait, what is in there?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh, the Hulk scene from the
Yeah.
Avengers, but you know, in the D&D movie,
Oh yeah.
Just 10?
the owlbear.
10 and then another one which is gonna be
Yeah, I remember that.
15. So 25 total from the
Okay.
earth
Hit.
elemental.
Or 15 more. Dead. Slammed.
All right. Well, if the last one wants to make a deal with us, she can.
Yeah, she can make a deal.
Well, she's gone.
Well, she went into the ethereal. That doesn't mean she's gone.
All right.
Chase her down, Naira.
Let's give you
Yeah,
guys
I
these.
can just go into the ethereal.
You want to go into the ethereal? Well, we're going to end it here, so. Let me just give you your XP real quick. Is this What else did you do? Anything? Oh, you did all these rooms.
We solved all these puzzles.
Yeah, okay.
I have made an adorable little friend who we probably ate in the food room.
David,
All right, let's bring our friends down here, guys. David. I don't like Cornelius much, but he will be very
3,300
sad
each.
without you. So come on, David.
3,300 XP each. That'll get you well onto the next level.
no. Yeah.
I don't think you guys will get to the next level.
No.
33.
All right. You guys are at the door, staring at it.
Bringing
Can I
back
talk to
David to the
David?
head, come on.
David,
Divot?
I know we've drifted apart as friends, but we need to end this together, David. And I hold out my hand. As partners, David. Come now, David. It's me and you until the end. You're the only real friend I've ever had, David.
Hey guys,
That explains a lot.
hey guys. For some reason, my experience got screwed up because I clicked on like the level up, but it's now
143300.
because right now it's at 140,000 even. So what is it? 14.3. What do you have total?
143300.
Oh, that's what we have total.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Everyone except
After-
Robbie, I think.
Yeah, but I'm only at,
After
like the tiniest sliver.
Yeah, I know. It's like us two. It's just
Doesn't
this
even
much.
matter. Why even count it at this point?
All right, you guys are staring at that skeletal key door thing and ready to pop those keys in.
Can we take a short rest real quick so that we don't have to go through that?
Yes, please.
Next.
I need to
next
polish
section?
my guns. Actually.
All right, I'll
Just
give
so
you
we
a
save a little time next section.
short rest. Okay.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Oh, that's exciting. Short
That
rest.
is actually quite
In that
exciting.
case, I'm adding 12 ultra demons or whatever. I'm gonna go get
That's a 1 hour rest.
I'm gonna get the
Big
That sounds
What's that book?
reasonable.
Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. I'm gonna just
Mordenkainen.
randomly
Canaan.
pick a few pages and just
Mordenkainen.
Mordenkainen's.
Yeah, please do. No, I don't know why this is not rolling. Okay, there it goes.
Everybody's rolling dice.
I didn't mean to roll 12 of them. What the fuck?
Well, I mean, it's not gonna matter, is it?
Oh, I rolled 1. Okay, so that's
Yeah, you plan on taking more than one short rest today?
no. I'm just trying to figure out how many hit points I get back. Well,
It should automatically be updating.
well, it's automatically
here.
updating my hit points. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Because Forge is awesome.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, Gabby loves Forge. I'm tolerating it. Oh, it's
You
handy.
guys just
It's-
don't appreciate a good thing.
Well, I use it for my other game, and it's fine. Works fine. I use it pretty minimally though.
Oh, I don't. You should see the animated maps I've got.
Which one are you
And
GMing
the
now?
music and everything.
Which one are
What
you
do you
GMing?
want to know? Avernus?
Or DMing? What are you DMing?
Yeah, we just started.
You just
Avernus. It's
finished.
going
She just
really
finished
well.
Rhyme.
Yeah, and I'm wanting us to get Avernus done a little faster than we got Icewind Dale done because that took us like 2 years. So we got through the first level in one session. So woo!
Nice.
Was it 7 hours?
No,
It's
3. I
Ron,
may have fallen asleep near the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the Find Familiar scroll that I got so that I can have a familiar.
Well, oh, you got a Find Familiar scroll? Oh, I didn't know you rolled that. Okay.
Also, Ron.
What are you gonna get? Or do you get to pick it, or what?
Yeah, can I? I mean, a fire toad sounds pretty cool.
Sure, Fire Toad. I have no idea what that does. It's a
I mean, I think it just have the toad stats, but like,
get a little Fire Toad before you die.
Oh, Ron.
Yeah.
I have a ring of control air elemental and a vial of summon air elemental.
Okay.
I would like to use that.
All these elementals. All right. Let me throw one in there just to remind me to get that set up.
And I shall name him Waziak Windybeard.
That's awesome.
You know who also has a vial of summon elemental?
Who?
Me.
There's too many already.
Guess what I have?
No. If you guys
Only
get
if it's
your
fire.
pets, I'm gonna get my pet.
is it?
Water.
Hey, guess what I have? I have greater restoration, everybody. I forgot. I have dried fruit. Which is greater
There you
restoration.
go. I suggest you give it to somebody.
Hey, Steven, you want to be healed?
I thought
Here.
somebody had it too.
Take it.
All right. Your
Okay.
Kubazan's has a hangover, but you get his strength back.
Nice. And then I'm gonna use one of my chewing charms to get another inspiration.
Okay.
Does anybody else need inspiration?
No.
I don't
Seriously?
have it.
No?
I have an
No,
No, I do
inspiration
have
point.
it. I have it. I have it.
I have an inspiration
bad.
point.
Oh.
I open up my pack and I pull Griffin the gunsmith Chewinga. I forgot you were with us, actually. This looks like it. This looks like it's it, my little friend.
He pulls out
My invisibility
a bullet
charm.
of all bullets.
Wow.
I'm gonna use my
You've been
invisibility-
working on this the whole. It's shaped like a heart. I don't think this is aerodynamic, but
This kills
I will
liches
use
on
it.
one hit.
oh my god!
I think, hey Ron, I'm gonna use my invisibility charm, and the Dow's gonna cast invisibility, just so we're both invisible before we go in this room. I think.
All right,
Sounds
you guys, you guys can make those lists, and we'll do it all before you
Okay.
go, because I'm
Yes.
too tired to remember write this all down. You guys are gonna have to make your little notes and prepare, and we'll spend the first whatever preparing before you go in.
Yep.
Okay,
Not that.
you guys can recap on this next week.
Noted.
Oh yeah, we better get this done soon because May's gonna get busy for me, or end for half of May and all that.
Yeah, I got my parents coming down.
Wow. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody. Nice work.
Bye.
Bye.